this works. Okay. That's the case for these bitches. Oh, shit. Hi, Olivia. Kimberly. Hi. How you doing? Drink this first. Nivea, you'll have to, or Nivea, you'll have to specify what you want. If you want more options, they're all in the description. Hey, Angela. What are people doing this morning? How are you doing? So none of the paid readings are actually general, other than the one here, the one in the pen. Is that the one you talk about? All aspect general. You'll have, like I said, you'll have to be more specific. Because I'm not gonna just pop out a general. I hate doing that shit just because, like, if I'm doing a full general, I could talk about pretty much everything. That's the thing. And then if somebody asks me a general ass question like, "Oh, can I get a general of?" It's not the same. Like I love them specific questions. I get bored of picking through people's bullshit, like the games, the love games and shit. So if you specify, you mean the one that's the all aspect love, spiritual money, correct? I just want, like I said, I was trying to specify. I try to be an asshole. Hi, I am SPG. He said, "Can I get added to the queue?" Sure. Just read the description. Um, Rules are pretty simple here. Just be patient. Okay. Damn, that delay is crazy. All right, Nivea. Hi, Isabella. Damn, is there like a? How do I look at this? Can I look at this? Yeah, it's 20. Why is that shit so slow? Whatever. YouTube. But I will touch on. They wanted to talk about love first. That's like literally the first thing that popped out. So we will talk about love for you. Looks like you hold out hope for something. I don't know. Hold out for something to work out, maybe? Or that someday you'll find somebody that is hopefully respectful. Ooh, kid proof for someone who wants kids? Is that what you're trying to say? Or someone who's a good father, a good mother? Someone who takes care of their children. Dumps and bruises or baby daddy energy? Hmm. Whatever you want is yours type energy. So, like, someone who spoil the fuck out of you. Because at the end of the day, you do most of the spoiling. Or you feel like you earned or deserve some spoiling romantically. Mm. You might see a lot of people when you're going out. So, I don't know if you say you was taken or not. But I would be real. I think majority of people, if someone's like, it's like almost like somebody that you know, like their best friend is checking you out, or their best friend wants a piece of you, or something like that. They be talking about someone's best friend wants a piece of you, or someone's uncle wants a piece of you. Excuse me. Maybe someone's uncle wants something. Maybe someone's uncle wants some play. Jesus. Let's see. I'm trying to stick with what you're doing now romantically. Got a lot of wounds from the past coming up. You're trying to heal a lot of your more unattractive qualities. I would say like most of that is just distrust, like complete and utter distrust in humanity. Which, like I said, like I'm gonna say this: there ain't nothing wrong with not trusting people. You're a fucking idiot if you fully trust just anyone with your shit, right? But they keep talking about like this childbearing or like something about children, teen pregnancy, something about being way too young or way too like immature. Can like just can't pin someone down like the way that you want to. I don't think there's ever a world where you can pin a person down like this. So if you was wondering about that, there really isn't. While my kid's father brother told my kids he been wanting me. I'm just saying there was someone there that I saw, and to me it looked like they was like licking their lips and shit when they was seeing you. Like it was not something that was like really respectful at all. It was more or less like lusting. So I don't think I don't think that's something special. I think that's just a daydream. I feel like for some reason I also feel like there are a lot of people want y'all to not be near each other or around each other. Like just not be around each other at all with your baby dad. Like I feel like people have intentionally tried to cut y'all off from each other or intentionally tried to push you away. There's no evidence of a lot of the things that either of y'all do. I feel like they just talk a lot of shit. Yeah, but try to break down your confidence. That's their intention is to make you scared or to beat down your confidence, to make you feel lonely or to make you run away or get away from the situation. I'm gonna be fair with it, okay? I'm gonna say both of y'all at some point were in such a stage of immaturity that nothing like relationship wise, like as far as romance goes, could have ever been resurrected. Like this would have never ever became anything or something. Do I think that yo kid's father has uh played a part in the maybe the reason why your radar for certain types of men is kind of bad? Yes. You said, oh, you said he's deceased, my kid's father. Okay, so riddle me this, right? Do you still look for him in other people? Is that perhaps maybe why it's really hard for you to find somebody that is like on the mature scale or mature level? Because you look for, it's like, I don't know if you're unknowingly doing it, but to me it feels like you look for people that are similar to him. And maybe he was a decent father, okay? Maybe he was a decent father. But at the end of the day, this is like a really old habit that you have. And it's like that's something that you need to break and just realize that it's necessary for you to find somebody who is genuinely stable and not someone who like mimics stability or talks about stability. You know what I mean? Like it's that type of it's that type of relationship. I think it's complicated because you really do have a good heart. I think you're very loving. I think it's easy for you to crush on people, especially when they kind of show you that side. I think you do have a bad habit though that you really got to kick when it comes to romance. You can't have him. You got to realize you can't have him. Like, you know, at the end of the day, he is, you know, he needs to stay a memory for you, like a good, solid memory, and maybe not your primary right now, because now you're grown. You know, now you're grown and you're capable of making better decisions, and you definitely have to do that for the sake of you and your children. Well, mostly for, you know, as your children are aging, that's also something that I see. They're becoming more and more aware of your emotional unhappiness. They try really, really, really hard to, I think, kind of lessen the blow as far as like making you feel stressed. They're like, but I think they do talk about you do need a man. Definitely not that brother though, but you do need a man. That's for goddamn sure. You need somebody who's gonna sit there and not judge you, who's not gonna sit there and pick you apart, pull you apart, and judge you. And it's gonna make you feel beautiful, gonna make you feel secure, gonna make you feel emotionally vulnerable, gonna give it to you right. Going to travel. Honestly, that's what I see. Like something you missed out on, maybe big time, would be travel or vacationing. Like being able to vacation with like a husband or a partner. So, like I said, someone you trust, like someone who just has your back. That's what you're missing. So, when you looking for a man like that, you know you're going to definitely need to stop contrasting to the past. Stop looking for the men who like mimic him or have similar ideologies or similar backgrounds, because that's not going to be the man that's going to be there for you forever. You're trying to break generational curses. You're trying to break family curses. You got to stop being afraid of trying something new. That's the only way that you're going to get by this. That's the only way. You're like you're way too smart for some of these people too. That's kind of what I'm saying. It's like you like to deal with dumb niggas. And I think because they're dumb niggas, it's like they fight for you, they're passionate, but they're too dumb with it. Like they're emotionally stupid and irresponsible. They're too dumb with it, where they're gonna give their dick out and give their everything out to anybody, not just you. My friend I visited last night told me he cares about me. That's one of the old habits. Your friend, okay? Your friend. Somebody who, you know, it mimics the past behaviors for you. Your friend. If his intention from the beginning was like he took the safety net of being the friend, I don't think he's secure enough for a relationship. If from the beginning y'all said friends, that's not security. Okay, do not feign that. Don't take that. I understand a crush and everything like that, Nevada. Or Nivea, I keep saying your name wrong. Sorry, but I understand a crush. But this is an old bad habit. Stop trying to place yourself into situations you're already familiar with. Because all it's going to do is repeat the same motherfucking nasty ass behavior, or the behavior that's just unhealthy for you and your kids. I look at it like that because I was afraid. Afraid of what, right? Can I say so? If you are friends with somebody, right? Why would you be afraid of a situation like that? Like, you should be, if anything, if this is like a friend, you should be close to a motherfucker. Not feel like scared of what they're gonna do to you. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be real. If he made you feel that way, fearful, even if it is because of your past, if he really liked you like that or had feelings for you like that, he would try to make you feel more comfortable. He would like celebrate the relationship more and try to get a little bit closer to you and try to be more forward with his emotions and more honest and try to make you feel comfortable as well. But like I said, I think it's repetition of the old shit. You gotta keep that shit where it's at. Let it die. Let it die. You're like, well, I don't know if I should trust him. I don't think you should. I don't think you should. I really don't. You have to get excited about your dating life again. That's what you gotta do. You gotta get out and start dating again. And having fun and laughing and shit. Like, I feel like that's what you've been missing out on all this time. It's that, like, you don't even, like, really laugh like that no more. Like, you gotta get back out there, man. Stop tying yourself down. Being in a relationship because I was hurting from past trauma. Well, yes, that is applicable. There, still, if someone is your friend, right? The least they can do is make you feel comfortable, especially like because a lot of your relationships I see have something to do with y'all being, friendly. Friendly. It's like people need to loosen the fuck up. If he really liked you like that, it would have been, I feel like it would have been from the beginning that he would have told you. I'm gonna be real. Like, I understand it takes time for some people, but insecurity is a hell of a fucking thing, and I feel like that's the type of men that should be dealing with is an insecure ass man who where it takes them 25 years in order to confess to one woman. It's like, okay, motherfucker. It's like, what the fuck's the deal? What's the fuck's the deal? You should be able to smile on your own, girl. And if that takes going out on like simple, basic ass dates, which your kids are right, by the way, your kids are right. Companionship is extremely important. Your kids are correct. They even know. I know that nigga trying to shoot his shot or whatever, but I'm gonna be real with you. He's the same type of motherfucker. You need something different. No more family friends and friends of friends and friends of friends of friends. You gotta stop trusting these people. Have you seen a successful relationship out of any of these motherfuckers? Absolutely not. A successful relationship that is not riddled with fucking trauma and horrible, horrible past and background shit. And like, Nivea, I know that it's like, okay, well, I have a horrible past, but you gotta stop putting yourself in the crowd of these people, okay? Just because you had a horrible past doesn't mean you aren't capable of healing from it. These people are incapable because that's what they choose for themselves. But what you can choose is something different. And you're gonna be afraid, but I'm gonna say, don't be afraid of somebody who has, like, a similar mindset to you. Because at the end of the day, I don't think that nigga just doesn't confess to you, or any of the niggas that you've been maybe plotting and planning with have any idea what a real relationship is like. Any idea, like they daydream, right? They daydream about a woman in their mind, but they don't know what the fuck that is like to be responsible for somebody or to hold somebody, to be truly there for somebody. They don't know what the fuck that even is, dude. Not at all. So you gotta, like I said, try something completely new. Get on those dating apps. Start going out on little dinner dates and shit. Start feeling pretty and smiling at yourself more. Like, even if it's just for you, like in your own confidence, going out and looking the way you want to look. You're like, well, I never really care for looks. I don't feel like you really do, though. I feel like you do miss, like, that type of energy where somebody compliments you. It makes you feel strong and beautiful. You kind of miss that, it looks like. It's like what happened to people actually complimenting you, and instead of saying, like, oh, you're fine, like, looking at your eyes and be like, damn, you got some beautiful eyes on you, girl. Like, you miss that. Damn, you a bad bitch type shit. A vintage chair. I was thinking about going to a vintage place recently. They have an 80s shop that just opened. I've told them they really don't know what love is, and I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm gonna be real with you. Isn't that the whole journey though? Isn't that the point of getting into a relationship is to figure out what love really is? Because from the beginning of time, we are fucking basically we put ourselves out on a fucking silver platter, expecting some sort of attraction or affection, something like some type of strong romantic connection, and we fail and fail and fail and fail and fail until we find that one person who really knows what it is. You know what I mean? And they might not know what love is, but they know how to treat a woman and they know how to respect a woman or a man. If you're a man out there, like there's some stuff that you deserve that you're not getting, and that's kind of where you have to start drawing a line and making boundaries between you and friends, because friends don't have what they never have had what is best for you in their heart. Never, really, they never have. They never have. Leave the past in the past, and all the associations with it too. The friends of the friends of the friends, and the friends of the family of the friends. All that motherfuckers. Someone you never met before. Yeah, they keep talking about tall, dark, and handsome type shit. I see someone younger than you, possibly. Someone younger than you. Someone who go out too much for you, though. There is somebody coming up, though. Like a water sign, maybe. A water sign or a Gemini. And give it, like, I'm gonna say they kind of remind, they have like a very, it's like they're a water sign, but they have like they're very fire affected. So it's like they have a Leo type of energy where they like talk real loud or something like that, or like an Aries or a Leo type energy, maybe in their ascendant. So they talk real loud. They like to be heard, or they like when you hear them, or they like when you respond to them. They like when you walk by. They like looking at like your physique, and they like to reminisce about your physique. Or they keep talking about how you look. You were grown, like you grown. They grown. Like they said, she grown. Like the body is well developed. Okay, we'll chill out. Punk Cancer, he is Gemini cuz. Yeah, someone real loud, real proud. Who is it that says I'm black and I'm proud type shit? They grab his dick and say I'm black and I'm proud. I'm too young for that. Um, I just had a pastor tell me to leave my past alone, and your pastor is absolutely right. And they feel things spiritually as well. Get back on those dating apps, girl. Get back out there. I'm not responding to his torture. So get back on those fucking dating apps. Okay, dress yourself up, looking pretty. Go out for dates and what? It's like one night dates. I'm not saying one night stands. I'm saying one night dates. Okay, talk to motherfuckers, laugh in motherfuckers' faces. Go do what you gotta do. Obviously, be careful out there too. I know it's not a safe world anymore here. I mean, it never really was, but fuck it. Let me look into your other um, endeavors, see what's up. Let me look into your business real quick. Get a little drink real quick. Just torture. Yeah. Jesus, for that, Nix, you really got it rough. Mm-mm. I'm sorry, people that I cuss with Gemini and Cancer, but Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. I don't. mean it like that, but no, that's why I found the loony motherfucker. See, you're able to talk about it. You're able to laugh about it, right? And this is like many, many steps forward compared to, I mean, the past, where you might have been maybe a little bit more embarrassed. You're actually able to talk about things. You like it. It's fun. So just let it be fun, right? And fun is where you also start to find people you actually do vibe with. No friends. Okay? No friends. It's like at least they all aiming for the same thing, which is either pussy or romance, and majority pussy, but you know, like that. You can maybe find that one dude who actually is looking for a romantic partner, right? And then sometimes, I mean, I think most of it has to do with your location as well. I think there's like a certain amount of risk with your location, or it's really a hit or miss. That's what they said. They said it's wrong. They said it's a hit or miss with your location. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Jesus. Whew. They said you got all sorts of people around here. A Tinder hoe. He said a Tinder hoe. Yeah, to be honest with you, everyone on Tinder is a hoe though. Cause like, what is he even saying? He's a hoe too. Like, if he's calling you a Tinder hoe, I was just saying he's a hoe too. Tinder is for hoes though. That's what it's for. It's literally just to see what the fuck is on the market. Like, talk is cheap, motherfucker. Talk is cheap. He thinks he can get between anyone's legs and shit. The end he took it. You see how personal he took that shit. He said, "You a Tinder hoe." He took that shit deeply personal. Everybody knows I see. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. Like, oh, this person's a fucking snitch. This person's a fucking cop. This person's this and this person's that. They like, this person's a teacher or a preacher or whatever. That's why they be saying shit like that. This person goes out to the bar every fucking night. This person's a drunk. You know what I mean? Damn. Get a fucking break in this bitch. All right. Excuse me. What can she look forward to? Excuse me, that was very rude. We two peas in a pot. You right though. Facts. He's so mad he can't get in. He said, "Let me in." He's the type of nigga to put his like hands in between the door and the fucking locker and shit. Try to put his foot in the door when you slamming that shit shut. And close his little self into the door. He thinks you're a bully. Whatever. All right, let's see what he got. Okay. Seasonal growth. Psychic expansion. So they're talking about spiritual expansion right now. So like you definitely have more downloads and more like inklings in that. Like, you definitely feel more connected right now. You feel way far more like spiritually available than you did before. And I say that in replace of emotionally available, because you have been extremely open to certain experiences. You feel watched, and you know you have to kind of tap into certain things just because it's like they be telling you things, especially when you're being attacked energetically. They be telling you different things. Or trying to let you know. They be trying to ask you to practice certain things. That's what they want. Like, they're saying, like, listen, like, girl, you got this in your background, so why not test it? Why not try it? Why not put forward a little bit of effort in manifestation? He bullied me. A common bully, a common thug type shit. That's what they said. Take the risk, okay? They said do the manifestation shit. Like, what's your problem? Like, why is the manifestation shit so scary for you? Do you feel like people is gonna like watch you? Do you feel like people are gonna figure you out? Do you feel like it's too dangerous? Like, is it within your DNA though? It's definitely deeply within your DNA. Like you are one of those people that is like basically designed for that type of background. So for the type of background where you can actually practice magic. And witchcraft just makes it. They try to make it sound scarier than that. But they talking about this being inside your background is heavy manifestation. Um, waters. Okay. It's a part of who you are. It's a part of your identity already. That's what they said. Get the motherfuckers who messing with me. I'm just saying. They said manifest the shit. Hex you next. You know the card that just popped out was Hex you next. Let's see what else comes up. Yeah, it's literally in your background. They say you straight from the boat, or someone was straight from the boat. Who the fuck is he talking about straight from the boat? What? Dude, who is straight? Wait, it was your father straight from the boat? Your mother straight? Who's straight from the boat that they keep talking shit about? In your family, they said straight from the boat. I don't know if they talk about like darker than sin or something like that. Like that's what I picked up on. It's making me laugh just because I'm like, wait, what? The fuck you talking about? What are you talking about? Someone straight from the boat though. All right, well, or someone on the other side type. What else we got? What's coming up for her? Congratulations. For what? Congratulations. It's not easy. You getting a praise for something? Praise for something? They talk about intelligence or something like that, or you have something to do with like, what is it, like engineering or some type of fucking intelligence. I don't know. They talking about like getting praise for something to do with like your intelligence, or that you figured something out before anybody else did in your line of work, possibly. You're just getting praise for something, it looks like. They keep talking about scientists or engineers or people who work with this and with that. I feel like you the type of worker that's like I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's what I keep picking up on. So that's what do they say? Tell me more. Is it a secretive or keeping secrets? Or you're trying to hide from people that you're actually trying to build your life outside of this? You're hiding from people for sure. What are you afraid of here? Other half. Yeah. What are you afraid of here? They keep talking about fears. Or maybe fear of like childhood trauma. Rejection. Fear of rejection. Fear someone's gonna reject you because of your past. Or your body count or some shit. Okay. What else we got? I'll be digging. Is there anything specific that you wanted to know? Moving, I work in nursing. Okay, so and the card that just popped out is big pharma, and then they said maternity, like the maternity ward type shit. But they said big pharma. So that makes me think like whatever is happening within work, maybe you're quick to solve something that nobody else can solve, or you're quick to deal with something or wrap something up. You get praise for that. I don't know if it's financial praise. It might be financial praise, like you get a little extra something, or you get answers back about something. Yeah, they said roll call or phone call. So maybe you get answers back about something when it comes to work. They also talk about something you might have to pay out of pocket for that you really, really, really don't have to do. Really don't want to do this. You don't want to have to do this. So paying out of pocket for something. What is it? What do you have to pay out of pocket for? Yeah, so possible raise, and then you have to pay out of pocket for something. Thank you, Desiree. What is it? The guy I like don't have kids. They said play with someone who gives a fuck. So play with someone who gives a fuck about your kids? Or if he hollers, let him go. Yeah, no wonder you have anxiety about this. Ain't that a little weird, though? It's not weird that he doesn't have kids. It's just weird that he, you know, is kind of hanging around, even though he's never been a father like that. So just a little weird. Just a little weird. A little bit. But they talk about possibly having to pay out of pocket for something. I don't know. Because they ain't saying nothing specific. Come on now. Paying out the ass for something, though. I know that's coming for you for October. What is it? Maybe someone pays for you? Someone might pay for you. Maybe it's like he starts paying your rent or offering to pay your rent or something like that. Something like that also demands a second look. Some payment process demands a second look. Or maybe you've done some sort of like initiation process, or maybe you're trying to get into a new home, a new job, or new position. It requires a second look. Something requires a second look as well. Okay. Yeah, you gotta stop with that love shit. You could do way better than that. I don't know what you're doing with that. It says he's a homosexual. You said my son's birthday come. Okay, so expenses. Maybe it's that. I don't think so. Does your son want like a car or something like that? Because I feel like there's like a payment plan or something. Like that's what I keep picking up on. It's like something that you don't necessarily expect that you have to pay out of pocket, but you do anyways. So like, you know, I don't necessarily know what it is, but I feel like it's there. I feel like it's like enough for it to show up in the fucking reading. So obviously it's something that's going to be significant, right? Is there anything else that you had a question about? Specific? Busting out. Yeah, it's a losing battle with that nigga. You better run away from that. Get the fuck away from that. It said he's a homosexual. I'm just saying. He sees a woman with kids and he thinks he can become the fifth kid. Let's be real. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. They talk about a Scorpio as well, a Jesus freak. Possibly getting another man in your corner, a Jesus freak, or emotional cheater or something like that, or a secret cheater, or he's cheating behind his wife back, or cheating behind his girlfriend back. With a Scorpio or a water sign, another water sign. My car getting on my nerves, so you're gonna have to pay out of pocket for that. Pay out of pocket. And hopefully it's to the point where, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think it's gonna be like something too extreme. I think it's like a one payment thing and just like, I'm fucking done type shit. I'm fucking done. Like, I'm out. So I feel like you'll gain so much more freedom if you just fucking let that shit go or whatever you gotta fucking do with it. But I just know that. She said, which one though? Who trying to be all up under your roof and as a homosexual? I ain't got no home or no place to go. They said a water sign. Girl, what is your specific question? What do you got for a specific? You got any question at all for me? Because they just keep talking about your thick ass. They just keep talking about how niggas be looking at you. She be on those dating. I said go on the dating. She be on all over those dating apps, goofing and gaffing and shit. smiling and laughing and shit. Talking mad shit about these motherfuckers. Cancer, it's too. Oh my god. So the same. What you mean? You mean the same person? You mean the same motherfucker? The same motherfucker, different body, different face. Maybe not even the different face. You literally looking for fifth and the sixth son and shit. That's what you're looking for. Jesus. She likes the loud and the proud. I promise you. I'm not bullying you. Jesus. That energy just made me laugh. Family functions, so maybe maybe that's your son's birthday. Oh, okay. Maybe it's possible that you go to travel and see family this month as well. Travel to go tours family, or maybe you're trying to find a new place to root your family. Ain't nobody gonna stop you if you want to travel. Like, that's the thing though. Like, you think that everybody is like up against you and shit when it comes to travel, but I really don't think so. I think it's like way more simple than you think. Or a move, it's like just way more simple than what you're thinking or what you're trying to make it be. You're like, well, this is my everyday and I got used to my everyday, but do you really, like, come on now. Come on now. He said, I promise, I'm not bullying you. I'm just saying, I'm calling it like it is. Hi, Malibu. I'm just calling it like it is, yo. I'm trying to tell my story. Girl, do you have any specific questions for me? Within the general, like anything like you specific that you would like to know about? Because kind of as we open up, like, is there anything you want to know about money? About your job? Is there anything you want to know about a move? Is there anything that you want to know about for furthering your education? Anything you want to know about either of your children? Anything. She's like, I feel so special right now. Oh man, this is a lot of fun. Like I said, as long as these things make you laugh and shit. Excuse me. Did they miss me? She said, do they miss me? Who's they? It's Cancers? Both of them? Do they miss you? What you mean? The obsessors? Do they miss you? Let's see. Cold shoulder history repeats. So they got to it. They got ghosted before. It's not the first time getting ghosted. Like, they know they're ill in the head. That's what they said. They know they're ill in the head. They've gotten ghosted before. It's addictive to talk to you, though. I'm graduating soon, so I'm just messing with myself. Okay, well, listen. This is safe. Just know that this is safe. Whatever you've been doing, it is safe. I don't see no harm in it. A lot of it is just you goofing and gaffing. A lot of it is just people trying to get crushing on you. Like, you know. I feel, to me, it feels like children playing footsie, though. Like, that's what's weird about it. Is like, this ain't like adult flirting. This is like children or babies playing footsie. It's like you're in kindergarten and you're like kicking your legs out and shit. Ain't that weird, though? Ain't that weird to you, though? He said it's sending them toxic imposter. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, so the confirmation. Remember the one that you said that didn't have kids? How I said that's a little fucking weird that he's aiming for a woman with 4 children and he's had no motherfucking children. Ain't that fucking weird though? Like when you just think about it and you do the math. Like, I watch enough Steve Wilkos and Karamo to know that like we got some weird motherfuckers out here. We got some weird fucking peoples that be aiming for women just like you, who have vulnerability just like you, who have, you know, mothered children just like you and want to be under the roof like a child or with the children. So I'm just saying. That's just me telling it like it is. I don't know. For me, I don't like the fact that this dude be chasing you. Because to me, that shit is just a little fucking weird. He wants to be one of the kids. You know what I mean? That or he wants to be... That's why I say my, trust wearing thin on humanity for real. Real thin. Yeah, want to be domed. Dominate me. That's what CPS. What the fuck? When I write CPS on the back of this card, it said, want to be dominated. It says CPS. Damn. Damn. 1-year-old under these conditions. Uncle, brother, cousin. I don't know. I don't trust that particular dude. I don't trust that one. Peter Pan syndrome. That's confirmation. Even more so. Peter Pan syndrome. That's confirmation that nigga want to be a little ass kid, dude. Want to be taken care of. Steve, are you trying to be his like sugar mama? Like, what you trying to do? Because he said that's what he wants. He wants to be baby. He wants to be baby. Jesus. And I don't, like I said, I don't fuck with that. They say anything, so I don't let no one in my house. Because you know they criticize the fuck out of these niggas. Because you know they beat the fuck out of these kids. That's why. I called the men that you dealing with kids on accident. That's not what I meant to say. That's not what I meant to say. That's not what I meant to say. That's not funny. Keep him from your kids. Take no chance. I wouldn't trust this nigga as far as I could throw him. I'm gonna be real with you. To me, he don't seem trustworthy at all. I just don't like the fact that he specifically, he's aiming, even though he's got nothing and he's not a father and he's never been a father. He's never taken care of no kids. You already know it's feeding something within him, but it's not a good thing. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just say that. For one. Jesus, girl, you took us on a ride. I don't know where it's going, but yeah, they said you're going to... Oh, so earlier when it was talking... You should have said something. Earlier when it was talking about higher intelligence or like you going to upgrade or something like that, they talking about your school, babe. Nivea, they're talking about your fucking school. That's what the fuck they were talking about. You should have said something earlier. They was talking about your school. You're going to graduate. You want to get the fuck out of there and move on with your life. That's what they said. Damn. Jesus. They said Christian mingle. They need to stop right now. They said that you might be dealing with a white skin or light skin man coming up. White skin or light skin. It looked like a sexual relationship to me. White skin or light skin man. Yeah, white man. Some of these dudes think they pimping or like they pimps or something like that. Some of these dudes think they like pimping or like they straight thugging and shit when they ain't never had, like, that's not their life experience, by the way. I don't know if someone be telling you some false background. I feel like that's what it is. Like someone be telling you some false background and trying to say that they thugging and shit, even though they not fucking thugging. You said I'm booking motherfuckers, and you in that type of area too, so it fit. It fit. Jesus. Um. Good job though. Good job though. You did it. But they be talking about how people be lying about fucking and shit. Like there's someone specific that you talk to who act like they the smoothest motherfucker on the block, type of the smoothest motherfucking criminal when this bitch ain't done nothing. This bitch is like a child making up the stories. Yeah, because the cards that I keep getting, bitch, please, this person is disrespectful as fuck. It's a literal whole kid making up fucking chop stories that they've seen on movies and shit. They like taking shit out of like fucking Rocky Balboa and shit. I'm thinking they Rocky. Like stupid ass motherfuckers, dude. I'm trying to say they killers and shit when they ain't did nothing. They ain't never touched nothing. They ain't never did nothing. Never seen nothing. And I'm gonna make the call and say that more than likely they just trying to impress somebody or trying to make their shit out. They've seen stuff in their home, but they ain't seen nothing like as an adult, like as a grown person. Okay? So that's what I saw. I won't be real with you. I think just a lot of people be lying. And that's what I'm gonna say. Just a lot of lies. A lot of like misconceptions, a lot of shit where people trying to be some type of way even though they're not. A lot of that. Just keep having fun. They do talk about phone calls and people be missing your voice. Your voice sends chills through people. Someone like breaks down every time they hear your voice or something like that. Some fucking weird shit like that. They break down or okay, breakdown is not the type of breakdown I was thinking initially. Okay, breakdown is some nasty shit. That's what I mean. Breakdown is some nasty shit. So, Jesus. Mm-mm. Boy Hush. Boy Hush is right. Boy Hush is right. Because he ain't seen shit. He ain't seen shit. This nigga said I'm 10 toes down. Fuck, man. He's 10 toes down in the motherfucking movies type shit. I'm watching too many. Like I said, like Rocky Balboa. This nigga thinks he's hard as shit. He ain't done nothing. He's just a little bit of a cuckoo head. Alright. Let me see what else we got. You had no other questions. And I'm just confirming. Do you have any other questions on your situation? Your situation looked pretty bright to me. He said, I'm trying to graduate, not be nasty. Well, I mean, to be fair, you're getting all your fun out, right? So enjoy it. Like, you're not doing nothing wrong by doing all this. There's no shame in it. Excuse me. Like, I know people be saying, like, oh, be careful out there, you're going to get played. But I don't see that from you. If anything, you're able to see the psychopathic tendencies. Even when I said earlier that you keep repeating the cycle, you know exactly what I meant when I said that. Like exactly the type of person that I met. You knew exactly the prototype, like the whole entire person that I was talking about. Them Tubi movies he had me watching. Exactly. But, but, Tubi movies. Y'all watch Tubi movies together. I can't. They so bad too. They too so bad. That nigga was rehearsing. But yeah, no. Like she understood exactly what I meant when I said this exact prototype of a man, and she knows the repetitiveness and the slyness and like the slight psychopath type behavior that she's addicted to, that she needs to stop dealing with. and she's just trying out her different flavors right now. She just, she getting a little vanilla, a little chocolate, a little caramel, a little maple and shit. So, get it. It's healthy. I'm saying it's healthy. That's what I'm trying to say to you. All right. She said I don't even watch television, just be watching the horoscopes. Mirrorless. Well, Isabella. I see Isabella and then Mirrorless. Hi, guys. It's been a minute. Everyone enjoying so far? Y'all goofy as fuck. You know that? Yo, it's goofy as shit. Actually, I feel like this is the first reading where I felt like someone is actually like chilling. Like, I forgot what your sign is. I see 111. I forgot what your sign is, but you have some really, really chill energy, actually. For some reason, you keep getting all them fucking crazy niggas. Or not, for some reason. That's what you choose. A woman's college, and they make the best nurses and doctors. Let's see. I can tell you the most likely situation and scenario. Excuse me again. Jesus. Stop with that fucking cocoa bar. You're just making fun of people. I feel that. Will you get in? Okay, so I mean, the first thing you gotta know is that a lot of people are wanting to get into this particular school. So no matter what, there's gonna be a crazy amount of competition. Like they say, insane amounts of competition, where you're for sure or for certain not the only person that was thinking, let me go at this age at this particular time. You're for sure like up against a lot to get into here. A botch Barbie next to me, you so rude. King of Wands. So how you get in? Tell me. Oh shit, drop that card. I'm going to say that they like a very particular type in their school as well. I don't know if this is like one of those, they like to have like a particular subset or a particular like they want only like mid-range middle class people or only a certain type of person in their up in their school. Like that might be the case. That might be the case. Like they might play those types of games where they try to like put you in a box, in a box, in a box. Yeah. They try to put you in a box, in a box, in a box. I don't know what the like initiation process is really, but it does look like they try to like constantly give you some sort of like questioning. So I don't know if it's like they have somebody come through and interview like you like 25 times with the same thing over and over and over and over again. That might be the case. Okay, so they want to talk to you on the phone a lot, and then they also want to make sure like screen you, make sure you ain't got like a criminal background. Check out your like mental, even they might actually ask about your mental health as well. So very particular about who they allow into their shit. Yeah, they're gonna ask you about mental health and that, because they're saying like the pressure of what you're going to be trying to do there is very heavy and very hard and very difficult. So they want to make sure that you know going in. It looks like they've gotten complaints before about how many people maybe drop out or end up leaving the school before they even really finish because of the stress or because of the anxiety and the emotions behind this particular school. Okay. So I want to say that it's possible. I think that you will. Okay. I think that you will. Now, as you kind of deal with the initial process of getting in as well, I would be careful about what history you put on your forms with health, what history you put on your forms with like mental health specifically, because I think that's the deciding factor for them for whatever reason. Okay? I'm going to say that's the deciding factor. Now, I would be honest, obviously, but I would also just be careful at putting too much on there, just too much information on your mental state. You know, because it's like, I'm going to be real with you, it's like none of their fucking business. Some of it's none of their business. Though they might ask for specifics, it's like a lot of it just being quite vague. I wouldn't try to like overdo it, really. Hey, Sin. Sin, how are you doing? This school calendar means a lot to me. My there. My favorite teacher went there, and my mom went there for a little. All the ladies in my life went there. Okay. Well, like I said, I see it. It is, to me, there's no reason on why you wouldn't be. Just be careful about the history and that. They'll ask you about your mental state. He said, I'm going to lie, it looks more like a vanilla and chocolate school, no brownies. Isabella. I mean, I don't, there's no signs here where it says you'll not enjoy that, though. Like, it doesn't look like you'll enjoy it. You know, all right, I'm in love with a coco. They talk about a Scorpio. A black Scorpio with a fatty. That's where you might meet a black Scorpio with a fatty. My God, what is going on today? Sandy, you said I'm good. How are you? I'm decent. You said Miss Sin, yeah. I'm going to take my time with. I'm sorry, Isabella. That's what I said. A black Scorpio with a fatty. And take fatty as wherever you think that it means for you. Like the first thing that popped in your mind, that's a fatty. Okay? Jesus. My next question is, how will asking Nathan to the books game go? I'm nervous. I don't want it to sound like a date, but I kind of do. It's going to be a date no matter what. Let's be real. Let's be real. That's how he's going to be thinking about it. Come on now. You telling on yourself about anyways by this, you know. So, like, what you mean? You think she's like, oh, it's one-sided. Well, no, it's not. I don't think so. How will it go? 8 of Wands, 7 of Swords. Manifest, I'm saying yes. Damn, he has a very rough time with accepting like outings or events. Why? Maybe just with you because he's nervous? He's nervous? Cancel? Huh. He might actually have something to do during that time. I'm gonna say that. Hmm, let's shoot one more card shuffle. Let's see. Seven of Swords again. Oh, the same. Okay, I just shuffle the same fucking shit. There's a chance that he might not be able to go. I think that's what I'm saying. Or him being able to go is dependent on his mother or dependent on a female. Yeah. There might be something that's playing during that time for him already. She said, I mean, Jesus Christ. Manifest for you. Yeah, there's definitely a chance that it might not happen. Because I don't see nothing saying that it was going to happen. Will they be able to go to the game? Death in the upright. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. No activities. Ace of Pentacles in the upright. Five of Pentacles in the upright. Going alone. That's going alone or off on your own journey. Knight of Wands in the upright. I'm going to say he's not able to go for some reason. Seven of Swords in the upright. Yeah, he's not able to go. Why? Why? Make a point? Hold on. Why is he like questioning? He doesn't know yet. Is he able to go? I'm gonna say he's not able to go for some reason, but they just kept popping out with that same shit. I'll give you a little manifestation, Bailey. I will. Isabella, show that you're interested. Ask him, regardless. Like you like the dude. Ask him regardless. Why not? You know he's not going to. Shy. He's shy. It's a shy ass nigga. Yes, ask him. My water. I'm gonna burn all your candles the night before. Watch me manifest it. Dine and dash, I said. Oh shit. Drop that. Get this organized real quick. He said he's gonna say yes, we gonna get on Kiss Cam. Oh my god. Some of the people's like we putting out fucking Kiss Cam. It's crazy looking. Fucking crazy looking. Did you ask number 3 or no? I can't remember if I did for 3 for you or not. Get my music. Sit Bell if that's the plane, I'm not coming. You don't want a third wheel on a date? You don't want a third wheel? You feel like they know the hater vibes. And then they tell me stuff about him. Oh, so they being nosy? They think he's secretive, or they're just trying to be honest about him? Why? They don't like him? On again, on again. They don't like him? Someone in there has already had romantic relations with him? It's possible. Hold on. Someone in there has already tried to talk to him, possibly. Can't see the truth. Yeah, somebody in there has possibly already had a romantic connection or has tried to talk to him before. So that's why they nosing up. That's why they getting all up in there. That's why they kind of being weird and awkward with it. Really fucking awkward with this shit. Real awkward. Real dick. Way too invested. Way too invested. Why? Why are they invested in this? Word. So they said you're the same person, or someone doesn't want you to get your feelings hurt. I don't know why this is any of their business. Caught up in her feelings because she's a lonely ass bitch. What is it that she wants from? She weird anyways. She's definitely weird. She likes to, it looks like she likes to come in between people's relationships. I'm going to say, though, she might be initially sweet or nice. She is trying to do like a little power play on y'all's relationship. Trying to make things feel like, you have no other choice or no other option. Or trying to make things feel like, I don't know, like a bully or something like that. Like he's a bully or someone. To me, it just seems like a little bit of jealousy. Like she's not getting the attention. She's got a very fragile ego. It really takes one thing for her to feel some type of way, or it takes you saying one single thing for her to feel a little bit salty. So I feel like that's what it is. I don't know what. Yeah, since she likes to bully or likes to try to home wreck, that's what's going on. It says Scorpio, which makes me think of the pettiness. I just think she's trying to get in between y'all and make y'all jealous. Trying to start something in a workplace because she ain't got nothing else to do. Yeah, they said it's not really that shocking. She's that way anyways because she seems like argumentative or loud or something like that. She finds y'all's relationship interesting. So that's why she's trying to snake her way in between. That's what's going on. She's not your friend, so don't treat her as such. Cordially, obviously, treat her okay. But she's not your friend. She's not your friend. struggle. Shit. He said he protects you at work, and we both goof off. I don't know. It's just people need. I think she just needs to mind her business along with everybody else. It just seems like people want drama in the workplace. When I looked at it, it was just like she don't even really give a fuck about him. She's just trying to start some shit. She literally is just trying to start some shit. It's not even a competition though. He's fully invested in talking to you. Literally just trying to cause drama. I don't even think she like him like that. She like drama. Mm-mm. Yeah, from the beginning. Mm. I do think that she's tried to talk to him. I think she's tried to talk to him before. What is she trying to do with it? He's not even your man yet. Y'all both need to come to the conclusion. Go on your first fucking date. Come on now. Yeah, I do feel like she's trying to talk to him before. Hmm. Like, they kept repeating it in many different ways, so I'm guessing that's the case. That's the situation. But it doesn't look like he wants that. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing, so just keep going, Isabella. Don't worry about what she's doing. She want a third wheel. She can third wheel and get fucking jealous as shit. Just let her get jealous. Let her get mean and mad that she's not getting attention from a man. Because that's exactly what she about to do. She's gonna get salty because of one man is not stroking her ego. No, yeah, your chemistry is like I didn't see anything else going on here other than him looking at you. I do think he can kind of be a little bit flaky though between everyone he talks to. So really, his response seems like it's universal. White rich husband. You too young for all that. You too young for all that. Y'all, I'm gonna get up and take a piss real quick. I will be right back with you. Hold on. God damn. Left me on scene. Hold on a minute. Let me get up and go to bed. God damn it. I didn't say anything, so it's fine. I didn't say shit. Other than I was changing my fucking contact lenses. And I'm cleaning my desk real quick. Reorganizing. Motherfucker. It is warm out. It is warm. I'm not muted anymore. How far? I wonder how far behind the chat actually is. Put a fucking smiley face in the chat if you hear me. Put a smiley face in the chat so I can see how bad the delay is. Oh god, here comes the trolls. Unrelenting trolls. There we go. Okay. Well, the delay is pretty fucking bad. So, Jesus. Can everybody refresh for me? And see, let's see if that makes it a little tiny bit better. Damn. That's fucking pain. I don't want to draw too much, y'all. Scary. But sometimes that shit hit a little too hard and y'all have me coughing for 20 minutes. Thank you. Let me fix this. Clean this up. Alright, mirror last. He said, damn, I was in the phone this long. Yes, you were. Do I like tarot cards or oracle cards better? Definitely, I like tarot cards better. But I also don't really have an affinity for either, if that makes sense. It's like, while I love tarot cards and the depiction, sometimes it pushes me towards wanting to use like several different decks at the same time, and then it fills up my fucking desk space. It's oracle cards, kind of the same thing, but I kind of have all my shit mixed up. So regardless, really, of what I'm drawing, it's all like a part of the same pile, I guess. Girl might be a flight attendant soon. That fits your personality for sure. Even though you are a little bit more on the shy side, you are sweet. So I feel like that would probably reflect over into, well, in work, I realize Virgo is sweet. So it would definitely reflect over because you guys have really good personalities. So the flight attendant would match up with that for sure. But you know how bitchy people can be on flights. Now, someone catching attitude with you might be a different story. Tell me if I'm wrong. That would be awesome, though, for sure. You have the aesthetic. What I tell you about that hoe? Cause she's right. I mean, what do you think? Like, if he's playing and flirting around in the workplace. Like, you gotta know it's not his first rodeo. For sure, I live with bitch. I know how it go. He said, you know, I'm trying to go. Yeah, you trying to get out on that flight and leave type shit. You trying to go to the islands and shit, the Bahamas and shit. Fly everywhere, fly Spirit type shit. I always looked at the pretty flight attendants when I was a kid to be going on this. They're beautiful people. They all clean, and a lot of the time you can tell they fucking stressed out of their mind. They got like sweat being down their fucking forehead because they're going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I wonder what the cons are really. I know maybe like too much air travel can make you feel some type of way, or your body starts breaking down. But really, they are. They are clean and beautiful looking. Not Spirit. That was a fucking joke. No Spirit. Maybe Delta. See, I keep thinking I'm delusional. Well, he likes you and he talks to you. I don't think that means you're delusional. But what I mean, Isabella, it just depends. Are you maybe catching the vibes that he likes you a little more than a friend, or are you catching the vibes that he likes you like a friend? Like he's sweet on you? Or he's not sweet on you and he's more like flirting and playing with you? Because he can do that too without really meaning it in a more than friend way. What gives you the vibes that he's like your man? Because in my opinion, or from what I see, I just think he talk. I think that's what he do. The cons can be the pay. You're going a lot. I mean, this is a con. Work hours are long. Of course, conflict and definitely got to be vitamin up for sure. Got to be real healthy. Keep yourself real clean. A lot of people can't handle being alone. I can't. Fly should be. He flaky but afraid a little. He's hot and cold a little. And that's why I would say, you know, in order to take things further, what has he done in order to progress the relationship? Have you been doing everything when it comes to talking to him? Because, like, you might have to show him that you're interested in a certain type of way for him to catch that vibe. And that he could also say that you can't be afraid of rejection, Isabella. If he rejects you, that's his problem. He showed me how he hump a box. Oh my God, Jesus! What the younger crowd do these days? Jesus. At work, he was humping a box. Can he? Jesus Christ! What? I'm trying to understand. God. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Trying to see. You want me to see how he feels? Let's see. Actually, let's try tarot cards. I know. How old is he? 12. I mean, he's young. Oh, I flung that bitch. That bitch flew. I'm afraid, Culture. You gotta understand that this is early, right? And so, it's a hit or a miss. You can't put expectations on me. Like when you say shit like gullible shit like, oh, that's my man. Even though you joking and playing, a part of you believes that that's true. That he is, you know, your man. So let's see. Two of Swords. You gonna put a baby in me. Be quiet. Wheel of Fortune, Two of Swords. He has options. He has options. He's not hiding. I don't think he will hide the fact that he has options. Five of Swords next to the Six of Wands. Well, I'm gonna be real. I don't think he's even in the dating pool like that. I don't even think he's in the dating pool like that. Like, I really don't, girl. Like, that's what I see though. Like, he's not even in there. Like, he's flirting. He's playing with you. He's flirting with you. He wants to fuck for sure. He wants to fuck. Like, that's no secret. He wouldn't have been humping the box if that wasn't the case. Let me feel it. He liked the way you look for sure, for certain. I think there's a part of him that kind of fetishizes you a little bit because, you know, you got the Latina, and so he be like kind of fetishizing it a little bit, kind of feeling some type of way. Isabella. He still don't know you like that neither. Like, he's trying to feel you out. He's mostly just waiting on you to like ask. Because to me, I don't see him pushing anything forward. Like, he don't try. He really knows that like women will do the whole entire like emotional work for him. He don't try really. He prefers to stay a stranger just because he's scared. He's scared to open up. Like, he don't like opening up. He feels like he has a lot of trauma, but like, no, I'm no judge. I'm no judge. I'm just saying. He says he's got a lot of trauma, and I don't see it being a problem with you, at least. But that's what's up. You know, ask him on the fucking dinner date or whatever. Let's see if you get rejected on that. I don't necessarily know if he's going to open up to you more after that, though, because it doesn't really tell me. It does tell me he's emotionally unavailable, though. That he flirts. And he's amused by you. But he's unsure of what the future holds. He really doesn't know. And he has a lot of problems with holding himself accountable or responsible for like his life and things that he should do moving forward. So it's kind of bad in all respects. He's just young. Like, young emotionally. He doesn't really understand necessarily how he's supposed to deal with or tackle an issue like this. At least like the internal issues. He's kind of butthurt. So that's what's going on with you. With y'all. Yeah. I might have to take these fucking contacts out. They're fucking killing me. Make about one burn a little bit. I can try my other ones. It's because people keep mowing the lawn and shit outside, kicking up every fucking last pollen and shit. It's even making me a little stuffy. I deserve a win. Well, I would say he has a choice in this too, Isabella. So you might say you deserve a win, but also it's just like your first times of really talking to someone. And so asking them on the dates and stuff like that, that's normal. But at the same time, he's kind of lazy because the expectation is that girls are gonna flirt with him and like him and play with him and all that type of shit. He's not invite you to the wedding. Good luck. Good luck. All right, where your mama at? Mirrorless. I'm gonna shoot through this so I can take a shower, y'all. I'm gonna get y'all's questions answered. The fuck was that? I'm gonna get y'all answered. Isabella, you goofy. You torture yourself. For someone who's so afraid, you really don't give a fuck. She said, I'm afraid or I'm scared type shit, but then she said, marry me. She said, marry me, I'm on one knee. She's already boy crazy. Support me during. I support you. Isabella, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to only tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. The future is not secure. The fuck is that? It's like a fucking bleating goat. What is that noise? It sounds like there's something screaming next. See, Mira, as we start your reading, there's something screaming next door. What is? What is that? What the fuck is that? Is that a goat? Like, I can't fucking tell though. A human, a goat, like. I don't think that was a human being. That is real, by the way. I don't know if that's a. I don't think that's a human being. He's getting sliced. I don't think so. I didn't hear. We have guns up here. This is like gun territory. So ain't nobody across the street getting sliced the fuck up. More than likely they getting gunned the fuck up, but I didn't hear nothing. I think that was a goat though. I'm gonna be real. The neighbors do have goats. So hopefully, listen, I'm hopeful. It stopped. That could be someone murdered. Jesus. I don't see any activity next door. The person would have ran out and went into the yard, probably. If it was a person, I don't really think so. But the fact that y'all can kind of hear that is crazy too. The goats eating you. No, I think that they genuinely think that's goats because it's coming from across there and the other guys' animals over there. If it is somebody, then I'll end the fucking stream and make a couple fucking phone calls. He said, yeah, he's done. See it on the news. I don't know. There ain't much to talk about up here. I don't know who would even. That's the thing. Like, I don't know who would even be getting murdered up here. Like, those people are people over there are Jehovah's Witness. Okay, mirrorless. Hopefully that wasn't someone screaming help. That's scary. Uh, been on. I thought it was a goat. Man, I'm my motherfucking business. I didn't hear nothing, as far as I'm concerned. I'll keep my nose right the fuck out of that. They probably think I did it up here. This is how they be. Spooky season on brand. Jesus. I mean, it's not like a fucking kidnapping or like a. I'll flip some cards for it. Isabella, you are obsessed. Listen, when he break your heart, I was gonna post some cards. Let's see. Post some cards on the situation. I literally think it was a ghoul. That's what I'm gonna say. It's a ghoul. Unless I hear sirens. Trying to fuck over there. Because I said I was gonna mind my business, so I'm picking. You said I'm suing. You can't say that you gon' for certain try to get with this man. Like, okay, to be fair, he has a say in it too. Just because he's flirting, it doesn't mean he's ready to fucking marry you and gobble down on one knee. Be real. Because if you're not real about this, you know, either way, he might slip through your fingers. Because he doesn't seem like he's looking for a relationship like that. He seemed like he's flirting though. Now you gotta actually date though. Like you gotta date him. Like it's not that simple. You gotta date him. You say heavy satire, date him. Yeah, the satire and the sarcasm is just an excuse for a cover up for what you want. But you gotta get to know the man. Come on now. He want me down. It seemed like he just want to fuck. Anyway. Where did my, oh, there it is. Habitual liar. Okay, mirrorless. That's the topic. Habitual liar. Let's see what they say about this. Habitual liar, emotional masochist. Someone's high. Someone's high or someone's an addict. Mirrorless. Or someone's like a zombie or something like that. Someone's high. Someone's getting high. High on their own supply. Someone's trying to like pull a tear jerker. That's what they said. Tear jerker. It's a tear jerker. That's what you said, a serial hand jerker. Cruel ass. What they said, someone's not healthy or something's not healthy. Fear-based relationships. You could do better. Or there's behaviors that are being mimicked within a relationship that are unhealthy. Fire sign. This also says someone's a loser. House and home. So we're just talking about putting yourself first. Does it look like your self-worth has been slowly being improved upon? Just by kind of doing your own thing or doing your own research. That's what they talk about. Like doing your own research on things. It's hard for you to like keep your mind about things as well. Because it feels like depression can possibly be eating at you a little bit. It's not easy getting over this. You said maybe my ex, more than likely your ex. They did say that it was more or less something like a cry for help from the past and shit. So, is what it is, right? There's something to do with being able to. Okay, this is about what you need, not what you want, more or less. It's like you say. It looks like you're saying that you need something, or saying that you need like a different. what is it? A saying you need like a new love life or a different love life or just something different, something that, some person that mimics different behavior. But like, I don't think you're gonna find that though. He said I need sleep. I don't think you're gonna find that though. She said I need sleep. You won't though. If I'm being honest, I think that there is a part of you that is still very much like does Stockholm syndrome ring a bell? It's like almost when you're with someone for so long and like a neglectful or abusive relationship that's emotionally and physically scarring, it has left that imprint or impact on you basically. That's what it's done. Okay. Depression is setting in for more than one reason. It's not just because of this relationship, you know. It's not because of just because of that from the past. It's not just because of that. It's more than that. And y'all hear my brother in the background. It does look like you've gone through a couple things realistically in your head, especially when it comes to like a move or like your finances, getting your finances together, or trying to switch around like what your focus is when it comes to your finances. So you might have, instead of focusing on moving, you might have focused on like saving or traveling or something of that nature, more or less like focusing on the basics versus focusing on the whole thing, because you know it's going to take you time, or like, you know, they talk about baby steps, so like nothing's going to happen like right away. You're going to need some time to plot and plan, because like I said, this is still not over for you, and you know you need to be in like the right state of mind in order to plan or do anything at all. Because the worry here is that wherever you go, or if you try to go, that things with your children are not going to like add up with it, or things with like home, like what you associate with home, I feel like is your people, right? It's like Isabella, it's like your children. And I think that that's what your mind also cannot do right now, is like leave yourself alone, like where you end up like sending your children off to college, or sending your daughter off to college, and then you're like, uh you try to go move, or you try to go start your life elsewhere. Like, I just don't think that's gonna work for you. Like, you're one of those people, and you're also one of those mothers that like, you need your children's affection for the most part. Like, you'll never be without your children's affection. That's something that you need, no matter how complicated it gets. Like, that's something that you just need. That's why it's also so hard for you to just kind of move on within your dating pool, dating life, or find something to do. But what you also have been realizing is that nobody but you can kind of save yourself from this particular mindset. Um, when it comes to kind of the depression, I don't. You say you feel like stupid or you feel dumb for certain things, but you're not dumb. You just have a lot of anxiety and depression. You're not dumb though. Like, it doesn't make you emotionally dumb, or doesn't make you like broken goods. If that's what you're is trying to say to yourself, is like that's your broken goods. Like, then everybody must be broken goods then. And I'm not saying everyone's going through your specific situation, but what I am saying is like everybody has a certain level of fucked up, and you somehow have been able to cope for this long with your level of fucked up. And I'm not saying that's okay, but what I am saying is that it's unfortunate and normal that now you have to kind of go out into the world seeing it from a perspective of somebody who is scared of it. You know, you're scared and paranoid of it. And then having to have children who are now just getting grown enough to go out as well is terrifying, right? So it's so many different things kind of making you feel almost alone in a way, or making you feel in a way abandoned. I'm not trying to say things that are too depressing, because I think that it's hard for you to even really talk about that yourself, but I will say that it is hurting you in some type of way. It is making you feel a little bit unstable. Most people your age, they talk about how most people your age are like married, or most people your age have like found something or someone, or found something they're happy with, and you don't really have that security yet. You don't feel that secure yet. Like, you're someone who just needs a little bit more time, and being realistic and everything like that, just as a person, you know that it's just more than insecurity, for one. And like, yeah, it's definitely more than just feeling unsecure or insecure financially. Like, it's way more than that. It's way more than that. Just, you say you're not ready financially, but like, it's way more than that. It's a lot. You don't know how to. Yeah, you try to. I think you're trying to like promise yourself that, you know, you're gonna follow through with a couple of things. Is there like, I see trips as well, like far away trips maybe. Like, your next trip is gonna be farther away, or islandy, or something of that nature. Or maybe that's where you're planning on moving towards, maybe a beach or something like that. But they do talk about like your next trip is gonna be something a little bit further away. Because you need it. If if I'm being honest, the biggest thing that you need is a fucking break. The biggest fucking thing that you need is like a fucking week to just relax for a second, and then I feel like your mind will snap back into gear. Because right now, like, you are cranking, and now you're slowed down so much so that it's like everything feels off. Everything feels like a problem. Nothing feels stable or steady. Everything makes you angry or upset. It's just chaos and out of control. You really do need like just a fucking week somewhere. Like, just a week, man. Like, mm, mm. I think it's best when in these moments where you say you can't multitask is to not multitask. It's just simply not. And just for me to say just to live in the moment is difficult when you're in the same space in the same area that causes you so much stress. And that's hard to handle. It's like, I can't just tell you, oh well, just fucking calm down, lean back and calm back. I mean, you're getting your hair done and everything like that, but like I said, you're still in the same space, the same area. It's hard to tell somebody to calm down, or, you know, think ahead when you still dealing with bullshit. She gonna drive, so I'm talking to her for. Okay, all right, Isabella. Everything feels so far apart as far as your timeline goes as well, because like you don't feel like you're gonna be going anywhere anytime soon, and that kind of like makes you lose hope and everything like that. Depression. You said what a day. Yeah, certainly is interesting. Let's see. I'm gonna be the advocate for a break, because I think you just need a break in nature. Um, I think that would be important. Would be different scenery completely. A week somewhere, or like a couple of days somewhere, like 3 or 4 days somewhere, would be very life changing for you at this point in time. Because you can't sleep. Feels like you're having struggling with eating, self worth. She says she just got meds, but she hasn't taken because she's afraid. Yeah, it's funny. The song that just popped up was Stage Fright. Let's see. What's going to happen with this medication? It's going to help you with regulation here. Let's see. Yes, so they said ain't nothing for free though. So there is like a repercussion to taking this medication. Is it like being tired? Or maybe it's the opposite of that. It could also be the opposite of that, which is being up all motherfucking day and night and shit. She says she barely gets sleep, only 2 to 3 hours a day. Jesus. Yeah, and that's nothing. And you working every single fucking day. So, yeah, that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. Yeah. You gonna need a break, girl. You really do. Like, this is not like one of those things where it's like, well, you know, I'll keep pushing for another couple months. This is like, you really do need something. The medication thing, I know I'm not a motherfucking doctor, so by all means, take your medication if that's something that you would like to do. But I think the panic and the distress and the paranoia that has built up for you is all literally based off of location. It's based off of familiarity, and I just think you need a little bit less of that and just a tiny little bit more of something that's different. So if you can, like if it's within your means, I would take like a 3-day, 4-day break somewhere. Just that would be like fucking great if you could just take a break for 5 motherfucking seconds and get your thoughts together. Not think about anything for a second. Just anything. You said Lexapro helped me. I've never taken Lexapro, but I have a family member that definitely does take Lexapro and ADHD meds. And it has helped her significantly as well. So I don't think anything negative as far as the after effects, but once you take it, you know, like you rely on it. So that's kind of probably the scariest part about it is the relying on it for stability, a medication, instead of like your own self, which sometimes we can't handle that ourselves, right? We can't shoulder that ourselves. But later on, I think you would be able, if you wanted to stop, I think you can. It's just, did you get my yes or no? I've been on all. Yes, I did. I got it on CASHAPP. I got you. But basically, more or less, the things that I see coming up for you are gonna be finally resolving some of this tension to do with your emotions, because I think that you kind of shut yourself down or shut yourself out when you're trying to focus on just work and only that. I think that medication, like I said, will probably help with that, but at the same time, like the necessity that I'm seeing is for you to get out of your own fucking hair for a second. It's like you just need to go somewhere. You just need to go somewhere. And even if it is something where you might be alone, you know, I would go with Isabella. I would go with Isabella. But if there's a way for y'all to do that, but you really do, like, you really do. I mean, y'all got like a casino or something like somewhere that ain't here. And it's not you run. By the way, it's not you running away. If that's what you're thinking, it's like, well, it kind of feels pathetic to leave everything behind and all chaotic and shit. You're leaving so that you can get the balls and the goal back to deal and tackle with some of this shit. Because your mind is everywhere but where it needs to be. And the only way for you to focus is by you having an outside perspective. You leaving the situation not necessarily just relaxing, but just to lean back and experience something in the moment versus experiencing everything all over the place, future, past, present, everything. Your mind is mixed up all within the history of things. You know what I mean? You don't give yourself a chance. You don't give yourself a shot. You don't let yourself down. It's constant, like, crazy expectations with you where you're like, I gotta get this done. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I don't have time to play. I don't have the time to do this. You have like a bucket list, obviously, of things that you want to do in your future, but I would quicken up the pace for that big break, babe. That big break. Whether it's this month or next month, quicken up that pace. Maybe before winter time, before you start getting real heavy snow and shit. Y'all get snow, right? Y'all get crazy snow? I don't fucking know. But all right, you need it. You need it. They've said it several different times now. I heard that noise again. That damn. Goat. I swear that bitch is a goat. We get snow. Yeah, y'all gotta go somewhere before the snow hits. Or maybe even while it's there. So the different shift of energy from location will help you think clearly. Absolutely. It's not even necessarily about the destination. It's simply about you taking your mind off of everything future oriented. Sometimes when we're stressed out, we start going into fight or flight mode, and what we need becomes melded with what we want, and becomes very hard to get like one solid clear thought out, like one solid clear plan out of your mind. You know what I mean? So when we go to a foreign place or a place we've never been before, that's unfamiliar to us, it puts us in the perspective of like, I need to focus on the moment, like right here and right now. And that mindset should carry over to when you get back home, right? Because you've basically put yourself back into the driver's seat instead of taking the step back and saying like, I'm gonna dissociate out of life right now because I'm working my fucking ass off and taking no motherfucking breaks and taking no prisoners. You know what I mean? So like that's what it's meant to do, is to put you back into the driver's seat, because now you actually have to focus on the moment because you're in the moment with a plan or with a vacation or with a location that's unfamiliar to you. You know, a lot of people would think, oh well, wouldn't that just stress you out if you're a homebody or you're a introvert? Absolutely not. Because at the end of the day, you can go somewhere where you are completely and utterly alone. If you're an introvert, you can go somewhere where you are basically, out on the trail by yourself type shit. Like somewhere scenic, somewhere beautiful would obviously be the primary, because then you would be able to like separate yourself from humanity as well for a time being, which feels like, in my experience, euphoric. Like that shit feels great because I live in that area, that type of area where I could go like an hour and 30 out and be in a completely different area, like with nobody out there. I can walk on a motherfucking trail and under the waterfall and shit, and I'll be like, damn, like there really is nobody out here. You see a bunch of animals and birds and shit. Like it's that type of energy, okay? That's what you need. That's what you need. Like you aren't, like I said, you're not running away from the mess that you created. You're coming right back to it to tackle it in a way that would make sense, more or less. So if that's what you're wanting, you're like, well, there's some things that I need to shore up before I go. Can it wait until after? Can it maybe wait until a little bit afterwards? Like you have a rough sketch already of what you want to do very clearly. So can it wait for a little bit longer? Because like I said, like the prayers and shit aren't working. Like it's not going through the way that you need it to go through. You shouldn't have to like be so hard on yourself in order to get to where you need to be. If anything, things might have felt easier when you actually had more of a stressful like family life around you. Now that you actually have like a bigger or larger relationship or a larger play or a larger part in your children's lives, and this is not to say that they're far from burden. It's just the pure fact that now you have a larger role, and so you feel like in a way, if you back away from anything, you're abandoning that role. Yeah, I do. Sin. I can. I'm getting my energy back a little bit. I'm just afraid to feel my kids. You ain't failing, and plus you ain't walking away. That's the thing. When Isabella or your son see you, I hope you realize that they don't see a failure. Okay, regardless of tensions and stuff like that happen just because y'all have had a really rough life together, and they've had a really rough life together. What they see now is someone who's has their back regardless, no matter what. You're putting. I mean, y'all all been put through the ringer, and I don't think that your kids would be mad for you working on yourself. Like, if it makes sense, that's kind of what's needed for y'all to have that healthy relationship is to work on yourself. It might feel like initially that when you take a step back, like I said, even it's so fucked up, right? You can't take a step back for 3, 4, 5 days without feeling guilty. Not because of them, okay? Not because it's burdening them, or not because they're a burden or anything like that, but because you won't let yourself down. Because you're saying to yourself that you don't want to abandon your post. You're saying to yourself that regardless of your health, mentally, emotionally, physically, right? You could feel like the biggest lump of shit, right? You could feel like the biggest lump of shit and still push yourself to the extreme. And I say the extreme because even though you've been doing this your whole entire life, it's catching up to you. Because like just like you said something earlier where you was like, well, I'm getting older now. You're starting to feel older because everything else right now is piled onto you. Okay. And you haven't given yourself the time even to reflect or think at all. You can't even think like what's directly in front of you because you're like droning out during work. You have to in order to get it the fuck done. You know? So I would just plan for I would get a small trip going anywhere. Any destination. Something that's within your financial range, but definitely something scenic, nature oriented. Somewhere you ain't never been before. Where you can spend a couple days, 3 days, 4 days, however many days you can that can be in an affordable range. And spend it with your kids. Just not think about this bullshit for a second. Just a fucking second. Don't keep going down with this sinking ship type shit where you think that you're failing your kids or, having that guilt of failing your kids. Right now, you are there for them. That is the most that they can ask for at this current time. Yes, y'all have a difficult relationship. That's a part of growing, just as it is a part of them growing and starting to understand and process things emotionally. It's going to get harder before it gets like to that healing and healthy stage. More times out of your time with them, they're going to feel grateful for the things that they give you, that you give them, vice versa. You're grateful for the things that they teach you and give you. They give you a will to live, to push yourself. And even though in certain moments you might have felt at your lowest and, had no self-importance or put yourself down, they still give you a will to push yourself for them. But now it's time for you. Because if you really, 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 truly do want what's best for your children, you will want to heal yourself. And the only way you're going to do that is by taking that step back. Just for a second. Like I said. Just for a second. It's all it's going to take for you to snap back into reality. Put yourself back into the driver's seat. And of course, more than likely, think about things mentally that you need for your mental health. Now, if medication really is that thing that you're absolutely afraid of and it makes you more anxious right now, don't take it now. You're going to have a moment. And most people, I realize most people that tell me that they take medication have this moment as well, where they're completely afraid. And then suddenly someday they just snap right into it. They're like, okay, I'll take it. I'll try it. Fuck it. If it still makes you anxious right now, don't push it onto yourself. It might make you even more anxious or have more fucked up effects because you decide to take it when you are heavily, feeling that vibe, feeling that depression. I know how medication can be. It's a hit or miss for some people. You have to let that shit kind of fall on you softly. Not push yourself to take it. Feel like a piece of shit for letting them down. I'm sure in a lot of situations you have let them down. And I'm sure they tell you that. I'm sure they let you know that. But I'm also sure that obviously since they maintain, Isabella's sitting right next to you, right? But obviously they maintain contact and hope with you and love with you and say that they love you and spend time with you because they want to see you better. So while you have let them down in the past, you have no option. Like you might feel like the worst bottom of the barrel bitch, okay? You might feel like the worst bottom of the barrel bitch right now. That means all the room that you have is to work up. So you might feel like the worst bitch right now. Your self-esteem has been hurt. It's been hurt. It's been tanked out of you by your ex, okay? By situations coming up. So you're going to need to get the fuck out of there. But I don't want to be a zombie. And while I totally agree with you on that, I would say if you really feel like you need medication, do not take it while you are in high states of anxiety and depression. Okay? Try your best to take that break, to get that one cool moment where you can solidly say, okay, I'm going to take this. Because if anything, right, you want to be able to trust yourself to take that shit and not feel like you're going to have a panic attack. Because the panic attack is not going to come from the pill itself. It's going to come from yourself in your own body trying to reject it because you're scared. Because you're scared. And the fact that you got help, like I said, it shows something, right? Like, I hope you realize that does improve, like, your relationship. It does do something. Though it might not reflect right this second because you feel all over the fucking place. It does something. It shows your children that you are willing to do anything for them, right? It's like, you have to be in the right place in the right time, and that's where you're at. You're just struggling, and that's normal though. That's really normal. That's really normal. It's really normal to struggle, coming from the type of past that you have, and that these kids have. It's very normal to struggle. But definitely take it when you calm down. That's the only way that it's going to be of any use to you. The zombie shit comes from, like, I've taken medication before, and obviously it affects everyone different. But the medication that I've taken can really be a hit or miss because a lot of the time when you have ADHD or like you're diagnosed pretty late in the game, which I knew I had ADHD as a kid, okay? And I knew that Adderall was going to become the medication that they tried to prescribe me because I have anger issues and all that. And I also have another disorder, I have BPD, which they prescribe you antidepressants, basically. Um, they've also offered me to take stuff like Lexapro. Um, and for me, in my particular situation, I knew that I did not want to take medication because I have a pill dependency. I have a past of pill popping. I had a past addiction with pill popping, so I was not willing to after quitting and finally tearing myself off of pills. I didn't want to take the pill. You know what I mean? So my particular therapist was just like, whenever you feel comfortable enough to actually take it, then take it. If you never feel comfortable enough taking it, that's fine. But whenever you feel like it, don't pressure yourself. And so I did take that approach. I never did take the pill, by the way. I never did. I never touched it. I never touched them. For me, I couldn't. After being sober, I couldn't. I was like, I'm not gonna jump down another fucking rabbit hole. That zombie shit scared me too, because for a while I was a zombie, especially in high school. So I was just like, I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm not gonna do that. And then also have that start affecting my work. It's ironic once I work in mental health. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you deal with people who have severe mental health problems. But like at the same time, don't mental health workers also need a little bit of help? They have, not only do they have lives at home, but they deal with everybody else's suicidal thoughts, actions, people who do horrible things to people, people who abuse people. So wouldn't the workers also need help as well? Especially for some of the things that they witness and some of the things that even bring them into the mental health clinics in the first place? Let's be real. Let's be real. Like, that shit is really fucking heavy and can wait. That can follow you home. A lot of the shit that you see there can follow you home. You might be thinking that you're droning out, but subconsciously that shit sticks with you. It keeps reminding you how shitty humans are. Real shitty. Real fucked up and shitty. Real shitty and nasty. This is deep. Yep. Yep. All the nasty shit that you just hear. And so it's like no wonder that you're constantly reminded of certain aspects and negative aspects, right? You probably do hear things that are horrible and make you want to dissociate in the first place. So now that you kind of come to a stopping point in some of your like progress, and I will say progress just because it might not feel like progress yet, but the fact that you're even able to say these things is progress. So that's primary. The fact that you're, instead of, like I said, like trying to push it off of you, and though you might still be in the dissociative mode, you're actually talking about your feelings, which is really fucking important to the healing process. When you're first starting with the dissociation process, you don't even know, like, you're trying to talk about anything but your fucking emotions. So the fact that you're even able to say that shit is progress in itself. The fact that you're even able to say that it's depression, know that you feel that way, that is progress. It's because it hits home, yeah. I I'm I totally get what you're saying, 1,000%. Because a lot of the shit that they're saying too hits home. It's things that you deal with in your personal nature. Damn. Okay. Reconnection successful. Chill out. That whole week of nature. You do desperately need a break. It's hard because I see and come to a realization and put my life on display. Yeah. Like I said, it really only gets harder. And that's the thing, like, even after therapy for me, because I haven't necessarily gone back full time yet. Every once in a while I see a therapist when I am actually struggling, but for the most part I don't. One thing that I realize is that I learn more honestly without um, kind of with just observing instead of putting myself directly in the drama, in the trauma, in the bullshit, in the past, and all of that. The more I observe, the more that I see the dysfunction. Just with everybody, really. It's not even just with myself, it's just with everybody. It's very, very hard to come to terms with the fact that your normal is, for one, many people's normal. So your like abusive situation or your neglectful situation, your fucked up situation is more than one person's fucked up situation. And also to see that there's people going through worse. Many times worse. And not to like do the compare contrast type shit, but there's people that have so much on their plate. It's uncontrollable. It's like, how are you even living or alive right now? Type shit. It makes me grateful for very like the smaller, not for the fucking neglect and abusive and the things that I deal with on a daily basis, but and definitely not for the disorder, but for the very small things that I give to myself. The very, very small things. Even if it's just simple acknowledgement of like, I feel down today, I feel fucked up today. The very, very small things. I can't sit and force myself to go through every single emotion that I'm going through because half the time I don't fucking know. But I most definitely can tell when I'm angry. I can most definitely tell when I'm actually upset, right, and angry, or when I feel disappointed, you know? So, if anything, I watch just by observing. I watch a lot of those, like, soft white underbelly videos. I watch a lot of psychology, and that's also what I studied in college. Yeah, you get up close and personal with people, Isabella. You get up close and personal with people. Or not Isabella, Mirrorless. You know what I meant. Mirrorless. You get real up close and tight with people. Like you're right in their face. And to be able to see all of that and see the traumatic reactions, to see like what it actually does to a person is a lot. That's why I knew I couldn't go in. I went for psychology in college and I couldn't do it. Because I knew that's what I would I couldn't even go through my own shit, so I was not about to jump down someone else's neck. You know what I mean? I knew it would be too heavy for me. And then also the fact that I would have to sit behind a desk where I could barely sit behind my own. You know what I mean? Let's talk about giving yourself grace or forgiving yourself. Never knew how hard that could be. The self realization to give yourself what you've been looking for. Yeah, that takes sometimes many years. And it also comes it comes and goes and ebbs and flows type shit, because at the end of the day I could say a lot of things, like in a tarot reading I can see a lot of things. I can see improvement. I can see you pushing yourself and bringing yourself back up just to put yourself back down again. I can see all those ebbs and flows. So I just focus on the now and what you can do for now as far as coping mechanisms, as far as healing goes. And though, the future isn't always the motherfucking brightest, I do know it keeps getting brighter and brighter, and it's a lot slower than you want it to be, but it's still there. But it's still there. So it's not like you're not improving. Okay, because sometimes shit feels so fucking slow. It's just that it is a slow healing process that sometimes can take many years, especially if you're dealing with many years of trauma. Some for other people, it could take 5 months, 7 months. I mean, that's pushing it really, but a year. Sometimes it takes several. Sometimes it just takes a different person walking into your life, like a friend or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Sometimes it takes a different perspective. A lot of the time, it is that different perspective that does change your life. So, after dealing with toxicity your whole entire life, you really have no other choice but to listen to somebody else. Because at the end of the day, if you stick with what you've always known, that what you've always known is going to destroy everything around you, including your relationship with your family. So, forgiving yourself is very important, though, for sure. A lot of people talk about forgiving others, but it's not that. It's really forgiving yourself. You can hate somebody to the deepest extent and still have that not bother you in life. It's an aspect of forgiveness of yourself in those situations. Instead of saying the what ifs and the buts and the I should have done this, I should have done that. It's no longer about what you should have done. You did what you did. You did what you did. Well, it happened. It did happen. I'm trying to give myself credit, but then I take 20 steps backwards because you are at the very beginning of your journey of freedom, right? And I say freedom because that might seem a little bit dramatic initially, but I say freedom because getting out of that type of relationship, though it's not just about that relationship, it is about your relationship with your children, but getting out of a relationship like that, like I said, almost like Stockholm, it's no wonder that many of your self-awareness or a lot of the things that tell you to be self-aware or kind of just to be a little bit more selfish, all those are grinded down. They're all broken down. Every single thing that creates makes another human being, that makes you into a personality or a person in general, is all broken down. So you're gonna have to rebuild all of that. The 20 steps backwards is out of comfort because you're scared. Because you're scared. And the very first step that you took, that will be the biggest and most probably freeing step once you actually do finally get out. Because you did finally get out, but getting out of the mental aspect is so much more difficult than getting out of the physical aspect. The mental aspect can torture you. So the getting out is it doesn't end until you tackle that personally. But you did get out of the physical relationship. You did escape from that. And that will change your that is the start. That is the one zone, that biggest fucking leap at the beginning. Gigantic fucking leap. And you did that. You did that. That could have gone on for the rest of your motherfucking life. If things didn't escalate. You know what I mean? There's a lot of what ifs and buts in that situation. No security though. No life in that. No happiness for you or your kids. Or anybody, really. You're working on it. You are trying your best. You are trying your hardest. I know Isabella sees that. I know your daughter sees it. I know both your kids see it. I know your son sees it. They'll give you a hard time, right? Because they've had hard times too with you. They've gone through hard times with you. You've made mistakes. You've fucked up. You've prioritized, a shitty relationship over prioritizing the love that you really do have, which is your babies. But you're changing, you're rearranging, you're starting life over again. They will be patient with you. As long as you're patient with them, they will be. Take that motherfucking vacation. Take that goddamn vacation. Take them fucking 5 days off. An early vacation. I know you're like, well, you know, what if I want to do this? I want to move and I want to do this. I want to take that fucking vacation. Please. Do it. Yeah, say it really is. It's a whole other situation. Whole other situation. Okay, finally we get some cool air in here. Started to get warm in there. Things going on. Vacation it. Take it all. Y'all, it's only a couple days compared to years that you're gonna be having to deal with some of this shit. Take that couple of days. That couple of days can heal months and months and months worth of stress. It really can't. Like I was the first time I ever took a fucking vacation, I was fucking shocked. That was more recent. That was fucking recently. That was like I said, that was the first time I ever took a vacation. That shit was. I mean, it didn't go all as planned, but it was lit. I'm not gonna lie to you. And that was just a couple of fucking. That was a week. Jesus. Week of going to see things in nature, and a week of going to see things in their natural state. Just to be able to like focus on that. Like look at a fucking art piece or something. Look at an old fucking clock. Look at an old fucking tree. Try to go out to distract myself too. It's all in that, because you know, baby, you know more than I do. It's all in that location too. The people in that location, even. It's all in that location. It's all up in that bitch. It's all within familiarity. That's the problem. It's like what you're familiar with reminds you of it because it's so fresh still. The wounds are still so fresh. It still fucks you up. So this sound got weird? Is it still weird? Do you still hear it weird? Ooh, she said she went to Nova Scotia. First one since I took the kids to Disney in 2015. See? Damn, it decreased. I don't necessarily know. I don't know sometimes with the fucking tech, because I've set this up. I have a newer computer now. So things might be dropping in and out, and I wouldn't even fucking know because I don't have my headphones in to be hearing the stream. It's my okay. Because I'm just saying, like, shit will fuck up, and I won't even fucking know until fucking 10 minutes later because the chat apparently is so like behind. Like the bit rate and everything like that is fucked up. So says it's healthy, but like still people just fucking talking 10 minutes later and shit. Find out my end. Okay, good. Um, good. Pain in the dick. Okay. I had a TikTok video playing in the back. See, TikTok mutes my phone calls too. I love how TikTok will blow me up type shit. Like people can hear my TikTok talks every single time I am on the phone. Like I'll be talking to them and then I'll be scrolling and shit. They can hear the fucking TikTok. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I was like, you just heard that person yell out and scream in your motherfucking ear. So once y'all take that vacation, please come back and give updates. And I'm really touched by this. Please do. And I know she will too. I know they'll have funny ass stories too. Cause that's just how y'all is. Y'all have them goofy ass stories. Goofy ass. That fucking TikTok blows me up and shit. Oh my god. So embarrassing. I'll be my ADHD ass scrolling through TikTok and some motherfucker said, what's that noise? I hear voices. I'm like, oh my fucking god, are you kidding me right now? Try to fucking embarrass me. So disrespectful. I'm into TikTok now, yo. I still hate it. And I still don't spend all my time on it, but I gotta admit, some of that shit be mad funny. But also, majority of it is a fucking cry out for help. I can see how it could also become very unhealthy, so I'm not even gonna lie. Like, shit. You get sucked into that shit for hours. Some of that shit is pretty funny, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. Let me just say you look so shiny today. Thank you. I appreciate it. My skin been alright lately. It's just every single time I tap into fucking gluten and dairy, my fucking shit pops off. But I should be looking clean, in the least. I'm a very OCD person. So I should be looking real clean. Thank you for sure. Of course. TikTok is great. TikTok is I don't know. Like sometimes I'm like, is this a different fucking breed on here? Like I don't even think. Sometimes I just don't even think people are fucking human beings. Like I just don't understand how people are capable of certain things. Oh my god, when they be blowing up their workplaces and shit, blowing up Popeyes and shit, got rats running all over the ground. 3 blind mice all up in the bitch. Miss Charita, are you still here? If not, then I'll move on to Malibu. The fact that they can hear your TikTok got me side-eyeing TikTok. Like, why the fuck you in my phone call, right? Because I think it talks to... Here's the thing, right? I think they do that in order to make it talk to the other person's TikTok. So it pops up with the same fucking videos on their TikTok. Because some people will be sending me the same TikToks that I be watching when I'm talking to them on the phone. So, are you fucking joking me right now? Y'all got us hooked up. Y'all got us hooked up. Miss Charita, are you here? Because if once I get her 2 questions, she can flow. In this paperwork solo or get a lawyer. Okay. Malibu, actually, I think I'm going to do your question. Just because you've been waiting so pretty, proper, and patient. And then I'll do Miss Charita if she comes back. Okay? I'm going to do yours. Let's see. Which one? Eeny, meeny. We'll do that one. It's Isabella now. Thank you for so much. Of course. No, all these talks do help everybody. So I can't be mad when things take a little bit of time. Like, I know people are listening because they are actually genuinely learning something. And also, y'all are very, very patient. So nobody bum rushes me. Y'all know better. Y'all know better. Bum rush me. So Malibu, let me do your reading. Excuse me. And then Sin, I'll grab you too. Hold on 1 second. Have TikTok call my phone. I'm deleting this shit. So I'm telling you, that shit was so... I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? They can hear the TikTok. I was like, I didn't say anything. Like, oh, I hear someone yelling in the background. I was like, are you playing? Because I was watching somebody fucking have like a mental breakdown. Say hurry up, bucko. Alright, I'm hurrying. Should you get a lawyer or rewrite the paperwork? Start rehab on Monday, but I was denied for disability again. Just want to know if I should redo the paperwork, solo dolo, or get a lawyer and leave it alone. So, back in rehab. I'm gonna feel out of place. He's like, where is my life been going right now? I'm going lately. What have I been even going through lately? Let's see. So I'm gonna say that not the legal representative. That shit looked fucked. Like they gonna just pull your teeth. You're gonna have to do so much more fucking work than what is actually needed or necessary for a program. Let's see. Should you redo the paperwork? Let's see. Yes, you should. Okay, so I'm gonna say that like the first time around, because you went back to work, it fucked it up in some type of way. The drawback, I guess, will be the fact that they probably don't want you working much at all. What kind of bothers me about this? Oh, I'm holding. Am I still frozen? Yeah, am I still frozen? I'm frozen still? I see it. The fuck is going on? Not frozen. Can't see you moving. Okay, how much did you hear? So, I'll just repeat what I said. So basically, I would not get legal help. All they'll do is pull your teeth. They want your money. They're gonna make it take as long as possible, and never really get you what you need and what you want. They try to drag the shit out in order to make money off of you, money off your situation. So that is what it is. I wouldn't deal with a lawyer situation. Not worth it. Not worth your time. It just takes way too long. And then the second half here, or the second part here, I looked into redoing the paperwork. I would redo the paperwork. The difficulty that you had initially is the fact that you were making any income at all. They are very, very, very insanely stingy. And also now the fact that you're doing, like, there's just certain things that I think they're very, very picky about. I think the fact that you're doing rehab right now really does help. And how are you doing, by the way? Um, how are you doing in rehab? How are you feeling? How are you doing? Like, I want to run away right now. I'm only working 12 hours per week. That's where the stickler's at, because I don't necessarily. I think a lot of it is just application of like consistent rehab. Are you trying to get a job? Are you trying to work? Are you trying to push yourself towards more hours or more work? Because what I'm seeing is temporary assistance here, and I know that's probably pretty much all you need. But I see temporary assistance, getting yourself back physically stable until you're there, until you're actually physically capable again. Because I do rehab 3 days a week, work 2 days a week, and then I have 1 day with my kids and trying to do a side job. Yeah. So I'm going to say I would fill out the paperwork again. The job is bullshit. Of course. Of course. They said feeling like your fucking vocal cords are cut or something like that, or feeling like you can't speak up about anything, or feeling like if you say anything they'll just cut you loose. And they'll put you in like threat level, like, or you're already walking on thin ice or a thin line or something like that. That's what they're talking about. Yeah, different. Different aisle of income is something that I would definitely say is coming off for you. Let's see. There is a different aisle of income coming up here for you. So hopefully it is that disability. That filing that will probably take another month or so to even really hear back from the people. But like I said, from what I see, they will accept your paperwork your second time around, or they will look at your paperwork, actually look at your paperwork the second time around and give you answers. Or they said positive feedback. So how? I'm not sure. Or child support. It's possible that it is child support. Unfortunately, I can't see that at the moment, though. I know there is financial support, though. In some type of way. That took 11 months. That is way too fucking long. That is way too fucking long. They didn't even look at your shit. That should not take them a year. I swear that shit takes like 3 months or something. Like, that should be the maximum, right? That's fucking crazy. That's fucking nuts. When I've had a family member file for disability, it took her like I said, 3 months for an answer back. Maybe not. Maybe not even that. Just to fill in the paperwork and for them to put it in like the system and have them say like processing for 3 months. And it had wrong information. Just for them to fucking say that, that's crazy. That's wild. So they just try to fuck people out of it as much as possible. They don't want nobody getting money. A place I never went to. I do see funds coming in though for you. And then we got trust fund, baby. Surprise. Read between the lines. Exactly. I do think it's that paperwork. I said I went to some nursing home. Damn. You're not that motherfucking old. Like, fuck. So, wealthy. Then Let Me Help You came out. Perfectionist came out. So, double checking, making sure you double down on everything when it comes to the paperwork. There's the writing again. Generational wealth. Higher power on the back of the card, and then gain so much more. I do think it's about that, though. I do really think it's the paperwork again. Because, like I said, because you are consistently now going to rehab, I think it changes the dynamic just a little bit. 11 fucking months. That's kind of fucking crazy, dude. Someone could die. I'm gonna be real. Someone could literally pass away within that amount of time. Like, damn. Someone would have to work during that amount of time, even if they couldn't. Jesus. Yeah. Definitely don't make it easy for people to live out here. All right. Miss Sharita. Is she here? Or Malibu, did you text her? If she doesn't answer back, then I'll redo it today because I didn't want to fill it out and get the same type of results, you know. Yeah, that just doesn't sound right to me. I don't know why it would have taken that long in the first place because I swear, like, hold on. Maybe it's state by state. It's different for each state. Yeah, 3 to 5 months. 3 to 5 months, unless the staff is having like funding or staff shortages. 3 to 5 months. Oh, they say 6 months to get an initial decision on disability. It can be extended up to 8 months. Damn. Trying to kill people on this bitch. Yeah, get her Virgo ass up here. She said 2 questions. She coming. All right, all right. She's very patient. She was very patient. Hi, Mr. Reader. So you say you had 2 questions for me. That's for real a fucking flying nerd. You said my bad. I'm driving. No, you all right. All right. Let's see what she's got for me. Let me get out these other cards. Of course, Malibu. As always. Again. Okay, overwhelm, something about a sibling. Don't say I won't. Just me, the baby. I've been waking up at 3. Fucking flying around up in this bitch. They talk about a sibling with you. Is there something going on with one of your siblings? What is going on with this? Scatterbrained Aquarius. That's what they say. What's going on with this? She's been drinking a lot. I could see her making real dumb fucking decisions. That's for damn sure. My brother's... There's the siblings. Making real dumb decisions. They feel like it's not their fault. I see that. Honestly, I think that's kind of been on your mind lately, because if I'm looking at this correctly, I believe they're talking about the fact that like you're trying to move on with life, but people still keep trying to drag you back into the balance or drag you back into the drama of it, and it's like sometimes you're not able to deny that. Sometimes you find it really difficult to like turn a cold shoulder because you are somebody who your heart is so, regardless of you saying you don't give a fuck, like I'm gonna say in a way I believe you, in another way I don't believe you, because I do think you give a fuck. It's just such small of a fuck that most people wouldn't necessarily be able to tell that you even really think about it in the first place. Like, you know you're there for you and yours, but it's just really hard for you to hear some of this shit. Because I see, like, physical violence. I see physical violence or physical heat. I see fighting, like physical fights. And she's very self-absorbed. Shadow self, yeah. Very self-absorbed. And very ill in the head. She also gets like gaslit all the her niece or your niece also gets gaslit all the fucking time. Man. Okay, so you kind of have a choice here. Like, you obviously love your niece, and I'm gonna say the choice is kind of in between. Like, I'm gonna say your family doesn't look like they're gonna be doing anything in this situation. There is physical abuse present, like physical neglect and emotional neglect present, and the fact that your niece is saying that she's deeply depressed, there's probably, you know, you might have to do something about it. You know what I mean? That's kind of what they're saying. It's like, okay, there's something that you can do. You're kind of trying to think, like, what can I do? What can I do? Ah, man, you're like, oh, man, do I sever ties? Like, what is the right thing to do? Like, you feel like even though you've kind of cut yourself off already and backed away, it's very hard for you not to insert yourself because you are just that type of person. Where if you hear a young girl hurting or a young child hurting, it's kind of instinctual for you to react that way because you're in full mother mode. She and the father always fight in front of her. It affects her. So when you're around them, like, how is it that you go about actually being around her or around them in general? Do they kind of just like drag you or just come over to the house, or is it like that type where they kind of just show up or she shows up every time something goes wrong? If I'm being honest, like, it doesn't look like. Looks like is CPS already a thing that between them? Because I see it says the government is watching. So to me, that makes me think like possibly CPS is already involved, or some form of law has already been involved or called. Oh, my niece went to school. Okay, so CPS is more than likely involved then. And I'm guessing that gained her nothing at home based on how they're treating her. It's all drama. Like, I don't think either of them care about their daughter at all. Like, not at all. Either of them. Like, even on a level of like, okay, you know, I love my kid. Not even on that level. It's literally they only give a fuck about what each other are doing. They don't give a fuck about her. She's basically crying out for help, you know. So I'm gonna do a tarot card read or a tarot pull real quick and see like what they're trying to say about this, because obviously, like I said, it's on your mind, and I know you don't want to you want to deal with the less drama because you have your baby, but let's see how this situation is going to affect you moving forward. Let's see how this affects you. She's, but as her aunt, I can't do anything. Yeah, until she gets taken away. But a thing like that's kind of where things are at right now. You know, kind of cool. What can you do, Hermit? I mean, obviously she respects you as a safe space, the niece. And the young girl, she does respect you as a safe space, even though um, the Aquarius or her mother does have like a particular distaste towards you, does not like you, thinks you're spiteful. To me, what I see is that she absolutely trusts you like a safe space, but I can't do anything. Why y'all mentioning this situation? Five of Pentacles, single mother, the Three of Pentacles, and upright, the Four of Pentacles. Okay, I want them to take her, but I don't know what to do. I'm gonna say that more than likely they will. That's probably what's coming up. Is that they will take her, or that she's gonna run away. So, like, that's what it's kind of in between. Like, I think she's fully willing to run away or get away from the situation if she has to. Like, dip and dodge her mother if she has to. Because that's what I'm seeing. The Devil in reverse. Then the Pentacles in the upright. Yeah, I don't want to go home type energy. The Sun in the reverse. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. The Fool in the reverse. Yeah, like that's the outcome. Is like either they take her away or she runs away. That's the outcome. She wants to go. She shows jealousy even towards my daughter. Of course. Of course. This is self-centered. My niece is only 8. You really think an 8-year-old ain't gonna run away? For real. For real. That's how them young ass kids be ended up on the street. And I'm not saying that's the right thing. It's a real fucked up situation. But that's what I see. Her wanting to run away or expressing it. Wanting to leave. That's the only way I see this outcome. Is her either being taken away or and put into placement, or her trying to run away in some type of way, or hide out or something like that. So that's what's going on. Yeah, a young kid like that feeling borderline like suicidal. That's fucked up. That's real fucked up. But that's what's happening. That's why your senses have been kind of flaring up a little bit. It's like, what is the right thing to do in your situation or scenario? Because you know you can't do anything, at least in yet, until the alarms are sounded. You know what I mean? Or until something is done about her being put in placement, and even after the fact, you still have a daughter to take care of. Yeah, they talk about this biting your sister in the ass. But I can't get her now. Yeah, it does look like they will, though. They will. They will. CPS will get her. Yep. Okay, what was your second question? Then saying you're in the hot seat. Family trauma and drama. That is your first question. That's what the answer is. That is what's triggering that reaction. Yeah, it's probably more or less something. I mean, I'm not going to simplify or anything, but I think it's more or less something about motherhood and probably about healing generational curses and family trauma, family curses. More or less putting, you've definitely already shown signs of somebody who puts a child over themselves. What do we expect for these next few months? I'll do a small card layout. I'm literally thinking that it's that. You said I feel like something is going on in my energy. I think it's because something's going to happen in that situation with your sibling. I think it's because something there is going to happen. So. Criticize my parenting. Yeah, she ain't got no fucking room to talk for what she be doing. For real. Definitely no room to talk. None at all. None at all. Okay, let's see. What's coming out for the next couple months? Okay. Unhealthy interaction with family members. There's that. They talk about more unhealthy interactions with family. I think this re-triggers you into some of your past shit that you still haven't dealt with, that you know that you're going to have to deal with for your daughter. Something like that childhood trauma. It's going to bring it back up for you. It's going to make you feel almost like unconsciously like you have to heal. Like you're not even going to have to really think about it. It's something that you kind of just do just for the sake of like not carrying that on into your lineage or not carrying that on as a generational curse. It is something that you don't have to be afraid of because it's something that's going to happen regardless. You are a different woman entirely. That's what they said, a different being, a different beast. That's what you're going to be. You're a mother first. That's what they say. You're going to be vulnerable. Okay, and sometimes vulnerability can get messy because you start caring about people's well-being and putting them over yourself. So you have to kind of use your vulnerability in you have to use it in like ebbs and flows, just ups and downs. Like there's certain situations where you kind of have to give people that cutoff in order to preserve yourself. Make sure you're not overextending your emotions and drowning yourself out. It does look like there's going to be some travel. Something revolving around traveling or possibly visiting someone. Talk about Sagittarius. So I don't know if this is a Sagittarius male that you may be talking to or somebody with heavy fire placements. It does look like you are going to be talking to some people romantically. There will be somebody who comes in and kind of treats you like a princess. But there's something strange about it or weird about it. Yeah, princess. That's what they said. You do have a lot of options romantically as well. They said there's... What is suspicious here? You got to be careful with eating. So they're talking about an eating disorder or resurgence of an eating disorder or maybe something that you used to do in the past. Yeah, they talk about an eating disorder. Is it long term? I'm going to say it's not serious for now. Doesn't look serious to me for now. But maybe they start like paying bills and stuff like that. It's possible that they start paying your bills. They said a creepy uncle type or like an older man. It does look like you will kind of pray about the situation with your niece. You do need a vacation though. Really, you do. You also need a break. You're one of those that like you need some space. Probably take your daughter with you. See, I love food. I'm pretty chunky. There's nothing wrong with loving food. Positive. Holding yourself responsible. Getting your body right. They did say that. No justice, peace. Shocking news about what? A Scorpio? Go through hella back. Someone from the past? I think maybe someone from the past. They served that motherfucker? That's alright. And we out of here type shit. Good. Good. Looks like you want to feel real good about yourself. Buy new clothes. You're going to buy new clothes. Or like buy something sexy for somebody. Maybe buy more lingerie for somebody. Yeah, you're going to buy some lingerie for something. Princess, yeah, they're going to butter you up like a princess, whoever this is. Secretive. They're doing it behind the back of somebody else, though. But you will get mad money from this person. It does look like this person will pay to talk to you. So, I don't know if this is a good situation for you. I can't tell. Ebbs and flows. Ebbs and flows. Hopefully it goes by fast. You said, it won't last long. That's what they just said. It won't last that long. They have all the evidence stacked against him anyways. Won't last that long. And give me one more thing that's coming up within the next couple of months. Looks like you will be dealing with something creative. Wasn't a mistake. Okay, so it wasn't a mistake to take this current job. I don't know if that's what you were thinking more recently, or maybe in the next couple of months you start getting bored or kind of feeling stressed out about this job. But what I see is this kind of snowballing into something that you start doing by yourself, creatively, just for yourself, by yourself. You're able to finally say you have some sort of experience under your belt, and then you're able to actually work with several different people, not just this one. So there's another offer that comes through to work in property management. More than likely, it's going to be something where you can work with all the people at the same time and get your bag up and not really have to worry. Yeah. Which is pretty cool. Like, well, right now I have a lot of work on my plate, but I think it'll slow down. And then that's when more people will come through. It'll slow down maybe for the season, possibly. And then one more. Let's see. One more. Aquarius. Okay, finally goodbye. They talk about being able to get him fucking sentenced and get him the fuck out of there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It looks like you do actually escape from that situation, Miss Charita. All about the dough. You get your money on too from that situation. You collect your victory. You collect your victory. So it looks like you, damn, and you get to go out too. You start going out, it looks like, within the next couple months too. I would say more rarely, probably just for a date or two. But it does look like someone's still married, so be careful of that. I would just be careful getting into another messy relationship or another messy situation with somebody who's trying to be like polyamory or open relationship. But like I said, it does look like they're willing to pay you a little bit of dough just to treat you out for some dates and for you to wear a nice little black number type shit. So, looks good. I don't know. I'm gonna say it looks good because it feel good to me. It don't feel bad to me. The first half was kind of fucked up, but that situation is out of your hands for now. She said, "Pretty please with cherry on top." She was begging. She said, "Give her one card." Well, hopefully she's still here. I'll give her one single card, and then I gotta get off because I have to piss. I drink so many liquids on this goddamn stream. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Giving to others what you giving to others what you gave to me, or what you should be giving to me. That's your message. I see. Giving to others what you should be giving to me. Yeah. Someone's fucking around even though they still married, and they still in a romantic relationship with the person they're married to. And if this is your husband, then he's still fucking around with someone on the outside. He's in love with someone on the outside. You can't see that truth because for you it's really hard to believe for you that your husband would just give up on you. But he is absolutely in love with or talking to somebody on the outside. He says he's trying to heal shit, but he's really just trying to keep his money. He's trying to keep his bugs, type shit. Trying to keep his money. That's what it looks like. He just wants to keep his money or his house, something of that nature, because he's already burnt out. He's not trying to go another round type shit where he has to deal with the same shit over again. Yeah, he's playing you like a motherfucking fiddle. He has a lover, baby. He has a lover on the side. He does. He's a nasty motherfucker, and he's not about you. Or he's not in love with you anymore. It's fucked up. You gotta get rid of that motherfucker. Kick him right the fuck out. On again, off again. He's in love with somebody else, babe. Jesus Christ, we got some messy ass shit today. All right, y'all. I'ma hop off. We've been on for 3 hours and 20 minutes. My ass starting to hurt. I gotta piss. I gotta work out. Wake myself up a little bit. I do appreciate y'all. Thank you for popping through. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like. I will be back on, I think, tomorrow. This was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed this. It got my brain food going. So I think I'll probably get on either later tonight or tomorrow morning. I'd love to try a night stream, honestly. See where that takes me. See what type of energy we pick up on. Because, we get mad different, mad crazy shit at night. You forgot. Oh, did I? Oh, shit. Okay, you had a yes or no question, right? No. Sin, you waited. Sin, what's your question? That's my bad. That is my bad completely. I was ready to get up and piss. I'll hold it for a second. I can hold it. Let's see. I can hold it. I'll just get it done real quick. You did go pee. And then I drank a rest of my fucking caffeine over here. And I have to piss again. And I drank all my water. I drank all my liquids over here. I'm telling you, I had this. Majority of my water. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. What's your question? I'll slap it down and see what we got. And then I'll hop. So I gotta take out these fucking content. Burning my goddamn minds out. No UTI. Nah, I won't get no UTI. I'm only holding it for like 5 minutes. I got it. No trickles. Security? Okay. I'm waiting for the flight attendant thing to go through, but I'm still trying to get into tech. Let's see. Will it be worth your while? You're introverted. It'll bring out the extrovert in you. Yeah, they said you'll start hollering or talking louder or being more emotionally or... For some reason, they're saying this is how you would meet like a lot of your romantic partners or richer romantic partners. It would be through this job if you did. It would be through this job. It's like, you met men with money, but men with travel benefits. That's what they said too. They fucking around on it. They fucking with you. I would say, is it worthwhile? I think it is something to be looked into, to be excited about. Financially, especially. I don't, even though I know it's not great, like not where you exactly where you want to be, it's something to start with. Like I said, since you were wanting to be a business owner, the biggest thing that you're gonna have to work on is your speech. And you are shy. You are shy, man. You're shy through flight. Through flight. The tech situation would be slow moving. It'd be slow moving, but I think still worthwhile, because this leaves room for like entrepreneurship. Just don't abuse your mental space and your time. Don't abuse your time, because you're still young. So they say, make sure you take it one at a time. Don't push yourself too hard, because you can push yourself into burnout, and that could kind of tap you out for um, a year or so, because you're pushing yourself so hard, and you feel like shit, and then you want to take a break because you're like, oh fuck, why would I do that? Yeah, but you are quite shy, but it kind of works in your favor, because people are expecting you to be like a little bit abrasive. I guess when they see you, just because of your beauty, they expect you to be maybe a little bit more abrasive, but then you're very sweet, so they're like, oh, and then you be talking shit in your head. You're like, oh, this fucking piece of fucking ass, fucking shit ass nigga, fucking idiot, idiot ass bitch. I just want to make sure my paper's straight. You're doing it the right way. Just so you know, because both of y'all always talking about urination, I just want to see. That's the effect we have on people. We talk about food, everyone want to eat. We talk about pissing, everyone got to piss. We talk about drink, or everyone drinking, everyone drinks at the same time. Leader of the flow. I'm a little nervous because I notice I keep attracting weirdos. It's only going to continue to get weirder as you get into the flight thing, for sure. For certain. Like I said, I see money there, but as far as like a long-term relation, I think one of your long-term relationship could actually go steady through there, or a physical relationship. I think you could build really good friends though, like really good friendships, like long-term friendship. You know how some of like the ladies will talk about the other ladies they work with. I feel like you can get a long friendships out of this actually. They're like, oh, 45 years ago, I worked with Rhonda on a flight. It was so funny. Like you'll be remembered forever type shit. I feel like you're gonna be someone's godmother type shit. You'll be someone's child's godmother. I feel like you meet so many good people through this. Why? What is on me? I just had to apply someone that, yay, I need friends. Oh my God. It doesn't look like you will find genuine friends here, too. Genuine friends. Rhonda. It'll also leave that feeling of freedom that you've always kind of needed and always kind of wanted, because you have that whole fear of like leaving the nest, but at the same time, like I think this will give you like just enough space in order to kind of like do what you need to do. Like you get to visit these locations, you get to like do your little bust down for a couple hours and go back on a flight. It's whatever. I feel like you would really love this, if I'm being honest. Now, would you miss home sometimes, or majority of the time? Absolutely. Homesick. But you'd learn to make kind of like the environment your home as you get more comfortable with the people there. So I do actually see friends. I see good people. I see good people. Yeah, I do see a lover. I do see lovers. I do see people you might get involved with, if you was wondering. They talk about a pretty boy, or a couple pretty boys that you meet, or younger. Maybe it's a younger crowd than what you're used to dealing. I must say a couple pretty boys though. Romantic relations, yeah. Talk about pretty boys. through whatever this program is, possibly, or while you're in the program. Could be a Leo, Cancer. Leo or Cancer, or I feel like their sun sign is very unique. So it's going to be something like, so opposite of Leo is Aquarius. It could be something like an Aquarius or a Scorpio or a Taurus. So someone who's very unique or very strange. That's what you're initially going to know about them, is like they're unique and very strange. Maybe nerd-like. It's possible that they like hyperfixate on things, like hyperfixate on a specific, they said Aquarius. They hyperfixate on like a specific pattern or path or something like that. I don't know. They're like obsessed with something. I feel maybe it's flights. Maybe they're obsessed with fucking planes. I don't fucking know. Maybe they want to travel or whatever. But I feel like they're obsessed with the green and making money in that. So it kind of matches up with your style, but you kind, in a way, you kind of feel like you're talking to your father. So this person could be like knowledgeable, but at the same time, this is where like the nerdiness kind of goes into like the more weird route. Okay, the more weird, like, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with a dirty ass nigga, but I'm just saying, this is like what do they call? What do they call that? Know-it-all energy. Might piss you off sometimes. Virgo. Jesus. Listen. You don't know everything, just like Aquarius don't know everything. Y'all don't gotta fight about it. Y'all don't gotta fight about it. Come on now. Person does look like they are a little bit, in the position of possibly opening up. But you're trying to move on with life quite fast, quite quickly. If they can't catch up, they can't catch up, and it is what it is. You already in an industry that you will enjoy, so, or that you would like. It would get you started on where you need to be. So, fuck it. Make some money. Get up in there. Cause some problems. I'm a Virgo, I know what I know, and you think you know everything. That's the motherfucking problem with y'all. And you think that you know every goddamn thing that goes on in everyone's mind, because your anxiety control your goddamn life. And I am roasting you right now because at the end of the day, catch me if you can, at the end of the day, what you gotta realize is nobody knows better than nobody. You know yourself best. You might not know other people the best, but you know yourself best. Okay, so when you making choices based on your own self versus based on everybody else, you are great. When you're trying to make decisions based on everybody else's bullshit, that's a problem. That's where you fumble. That's where you fuck up. That's where the delusions start kicking in. I don't think the material will be enough for you, but I will be enough for you to leave the roost. Yes. Will it be enough for you personally? Just the type of person you are? No. So you're going to have many more outlets. Okay? But will it be okay enough for you to leave the nest and be introduced to possibly the right people? Yes. Yes, it will be. He said the Delulu-ness. I can't with y'all in the fucking Delulu shit. Come on now. The anxiety within earth signs is crazy, huh? All earth signs, though. That goes for all earth signs. They call me bougie. That wasn't even a judgmental. I wasn't throwing that out to be judgmental. I'm bougie as fuck, too. I wasn't throwing that out to be judgmental. I was not. I was not. All right, you got me jiggling my motherfucking leg here. All right, let me get up and take a piss, y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hopefully everybody that popped through got what they needed, and I'm gonna try to be on later tonight. Like I said, I love night streams because night streams are always weird as fuck. We always get the weirdest people. Now that was shade, but it's not shade. It was all love. I love bougie shit too. I can't judge you. I love bougie shit. No judgment. It is what it is. Of course, I appreciate you. Thank you everybody who also sent cash apps and all that. If you have any questions for me later, then I'd be more than fucking happy to. I actually have the fucking energy to get to y'all. Because I know a bunch of people roll through and were like, I want free questions. I want free questions. Well, I'm sorry. We didn't get to it. I appreciate you. I love you guys. It is what it is. Goodbye, Sin. Goodbye, Malibu. Goodbye, everyone who popped through. Isabella, Miss Sharita, all y'all. All right, y'all. I'll see you. Goodbye.